Okay. Okay then. Let's see if everything works real quick before we continue on here. It is working. Okay. In that case, hello everyone. It's your favorite programming error that just refuses to be fixed. CodeErr. It is time for more Re-Zero. Something that I, well, kind of missed doing before the previous Friday Night Funkin' stream. But now I'm doing it. So here we are. Re-Zero, starting life in another world, prophecy of the throne. Where we're currently still dealing with Melty, and Subaru apparently finally has a realization about Melty being potentially, you know, the odd one out. Thinking back, Melty and her camp were a pretty strange group. They're the 6th camp participating in the royal selection, supposedly represented by the Transcendent Dragon Church. They were the last to reveal themselves and volunteered to be emissaries to Rosewall Manor before the announcement of the delay. That led to our fateful encounter with Tiga and Sakura. After that, we met again in the royal capital, and at the meeting in the royal castle, we learned about the existence of Melty and the fact that Tiga was her knight. Yeah, we have very little info on them, and everyone else seems to be pretty much fine. That's it. Yeah, you can try to find out stuff, but you're not gonna like what you're gonna find out. Subaru, that doesn't exist. I tell Emilia this right after waking up, and she tilts her head at the unfamiliar word. Of course she doesn't know. Oh, we are okay. We just had a major breakthrough. Also, Ivanov, hello! Welcome to the stream. Of course he was lost in thought, because he just realized that Melty is the imposter, or the most likely to be the imposter. That is not what she's wondering, but I can see how you would come to that conclusion, considering it's you. Yeah, don't worry about Subaru. He's fine. He's not mentally scarred or anything. I mean, that is one way of putting it, Puck. That is definitely an accurate way of putting it. Subaru, you're not helping your case here. Do you know who... who is Pee-Pee? I do not know. Should I know? Because I feel like this is not the first time you mentioned this. This is not the first time that has come up, that this particular phrase has come up. You've brought up that name before, but other than that, I am completely unfamiliar. So if you understand, what are you gonna do? Totally not Dio. And the solution is... Don't praise him yet. We need to know what his solution is first. Emilia's eyes shimmer in anticipation, but all I get is a bad feeling. Roswell nods at us. Well, I get the feeling Subaru would like that. What about the but, Subaru? I thought you'd be happy about this. The two companions I've accompanied stand before me as I rack my brain. Emilia and Rem. It makes me happy holding such flowers in my hands, but... He's going out with both waifus, let's go. He was in the Discord server. I posted art of him. Oh, okay. That's okay. Okay, now I get it. Interesting. Gonna have to double check that later on. Also, Emilia, no, he's not unsatisfied having you around. Yeah, you know what's going on. I mean, Roswell basically told her to do this, so... Yeah. They're trying to poke and prod people for information. Unfortunately, I don't trust the Council of Wise Men like Rem does. They're the kind who'd force Emilia to undergo what's basically an impeachment trial under the guise of questioning. I can't see them conducting an honest investigation at all. That means... And the fake is Melty. Interrogate Melty. Well, Rem is gonna agree with whatever Subaru says, so, you know. Okay, what's the but? Of course. We gotta get healed. I mean, it is an emergency, but you do still need to recover. Also, we know Subaru's brake is gonna end up his gate. Well, I can't even talk. We know Subaru's gate is gonna end up breaking eventually anyway, so all this healing is basically for nothing. Now, I know most of this healing is for nothing anyway because he's gonna reset and have to do it all over again, but even once he gets through this loop, his gate is gonna shatter anyway. Oh well. He's a lovely boy who likes peanuts. Peanuts are great. Who doesn't like peanuts? I mean, I guess people who have a peanut allergy don't like peanuts. But peanuts are great. Absolutely amazing.
ダメです。
まあ待ってくれ。俺はメルティちゃんのところにこう力強引き剥がせねえ。
Are you honestly surprised? Are you honestly surprised that Rem is strong? You said so before yourself that she was strong.
苦しんでいるのを見るのは胸が痛いです。でもレムが一緒にいてあげますから。二人とも置いてかないでってば。
Here we go again. Time to get some healing done. Time for some pain.
いよいよ俺の区域もダイジェストだよ。
どうした？急におかしなことを言い出して。
ああ、いやすみません。ちょっとした俺の悲哀を。
不液とか悲哀なんてひどい。フェリちゃん一生懸命やってる。
Of course you're working hard at planting a mana bomb inside him.
フェリスごめんね。もうスバルは変なこと言って。
いや絶対嘘泣きだから。エミリアだ、騙されないで。
シクシク。なんてこと言うの。こんなにメソメソしてるのに。
There, can you honestly say that those aren't fake tears? Seriously, Emilia. Seriously?
メソメソって興味聞かねえな。
随分と賑やかなものだ。レム、いつもこうなのか？
Oh, they are.
はい。スバルくんが来てからお屋敷はいつも大にぎわいです。
そうか。夏木スバルの人柄だな。
It is. It really is. As is dying.
そんな風に言ったらスバルが調子に乗っちゃうんだから。
Subaru is the ultimate. Subaru is the ultimate self-insert? Is he? I don't know if that's entirely true, because he sure does a lot of stuff that I feel like I would not do. Well, yeah, most people want to be the brave type of person who can just throw everything away to save people around them. But I feel like we wouldn't be able to do it. Plus, he's also not really all that self-inserty, because if I were in his shoes, I definitely would be going for M. Though I do get why he's obsessed with Amelia, I get it. As I grumble, Emilia and Krush talk about recent events that have happened while we've been away from the capital. It makes me feel better seeing how similar this loop is compared to the others, where Emilia was forming good relations with all the candidates. All those memories that are now lost to time, memories only I can remember, memories that not everything has been completely useless.
それにしても互いに苦しい状況だな。王戦によもや偽物の候補者と。
It's melty. I keep saying it. Also, I keep saying it like I'm some kind of genius for figuring it out. Of course, I know it's obvious that it's her. I know that it's obvious. But now Subaru has kind of had a little bit of an... Now Subaru has a little bit of an idea that it might be her, so Subaru, come on, investigate harder.
何かあったの？
いや何？昨日城へ呼ばれてな。そこで偽の候補者を明らかにする目的の事情聴取を受けたのだが。
事情聴取ってクルシさんたちも受けたのか？
意外そうな反応だな、夏木スバル。私も王戦候補者の一人だ。疑惑の渦中にいるのだから。
Yeah, they weren't discriminating against Emilia specifically in that case, I see. I see.
はその理屈はそうなんだけど意外で。
I can't hide my surprise that Krush had been questioned. Both Emilia and Felt were questioned at the castle too, however it was much more akin to an interrogation, like some sort of witch hunt. Fitting term, considering they think she's related to the Witch of Envy. I totally thought that the Council of Wise Men were trying to brand Emilia as the imposter under the ruse of trying to expose the fake.
形だけでも候補者全員にやっておかないと後で言い訳が立たないよな。
聞き捨てならない発言だな。どうやら K は県人会を誤解しているらしい。
Are we misunderstanding them?
王城でマイクロトフ殿をはじめ他の県人会の方々にも言われたよ。私が偽物なのではないか。
You. Out of all people, they suspect you.
クルシさんが
それマジかよ。本当に？
本当も本当。もう
Why Krush out of all people? Doesn't make sense.
他の誰でもなくクルシ様を捕まえてにゃんて言いよう。信じられないでしょ。
She's the most competent out of all of them.
おお。
Seeing Ferris so riled up, I can tell it's no joke, but I find this pretty shocking. Yeah, me too.
だってあいつらはエミリアやフェルトを疑ってたんじゃないのか。
That's why I never wanted to rely on the Council of Wise Men. I thought I couldn't fully trust them, and
エリ
yet...
ス、いい加減に怒りを収めろ。
Hmm.
私は気にしていないと言っているだろ。
Interesting. I might... fare in this world worse than Subaru. I feel like a lot of us would fare a whole lot worse. Well, either we would just give up and run away, or we would be struggling a whole lot more. One of the two. We might have... Honestly, for most of us, I feel like our mind would be broken after dying so many times and all that stuff. If we didn't decide to run away a little bit earlier. I know I would have ran. Ran for the hills. But then again, I guess I am kind of a coward, so... yeah.
クルシ様、でも。
ああ言わざるを得ない県人会の方々の立場もわかる。
So...
目くじらを立てて
my cowardly self would definitely have ran at the first sign of danger. It is kind of sad that that would mean that the whole return by death ability would go to waste a little bit, because if I run from danger, I won't have much of a need to use it. Still, though, you know.
ああ言わざるを得ないですか。クルシ様、それはどういう。
ああ、レムと同意見だ。意味がわからねえ。なんで県人会がクルシさんを偽物
Yeah, that's what intrigues me too, by the way. Why would she be considered the fake?
単純な話だ。狙いは応戦延期の原因を伏せていたこと。それと同じだろう。
They want to put pressure on every single one by saying that they already suspect them. And they're gonna tell everyone that they already suspect them, huh?
応戦延期の説明と同じ。あ、それってもしかしてびっくりさせようとしたってこと？
少々言葉が可愛らしすぎるが、おおむねその考え方で間違いはない。伏せた情報を一斉に開示することで、明らかに反応の異なるものをあぶり出す。芸がないと言えばそれまでだが、握手でないなら手は多い方がいい。
They do have their reasons for doing what they do. That is in fact the case, yeah. Kirsch smiles at Emilia's remark, but what she says strikes me. Simply put, the Council of Wise Men aims to expose the fake candidate. To do that with Emilia and Felt, they deliberately... No, that's not it. They suspected all the candidates. And it was also they could smoke out the imposter based on their reaction.
やられた。だったら最初から言っとけよ。
Why would they say that?
お言葉ですが、スバル君。その狙いを最初に教えてしまう。
Yeah, exactly.
作戦の意味がなく
They would never say that. Because their strategy depends on not saying it.
分かってる。分かってるよ。分かってるけど、分かってるから腹が立つ。
Damn it, that just means I've been blowing wind in the air. Now I'm embarrassed for looking stupid and running around like I did.
種明かしまでする気はなかったが、ついつい喋りすぎてしまったな。
I'd pick a life of a what? Of a bomb? Giving up in a loop of dying from hunger. Giving up in a loop of dying from hunger? That seems horrible. Hunger is such a painful way to go out, as far as I'm aware, because it's such a slow way to go out. That's what's horrible about it. You have that constant sense of dread looming over you while it's happening as well. Ugh. But why hunger specifically? I couldn't. No.
も
No.
しも明日以降、県人会に城に呼び出されることがあっても、私が話したとは言わないでくれると助かる。
クルシュ様にあんなに失礼なことを言ったんですから、いい気味ですよ。ボルドー様とか、次の定期検診の時、わざと痛い治癒魔法をかけてやるんですから。
Painful healing magic, huh? Good to know that's a thing.
医者が自分の技術を使って患者に報復を目論むんじゃねえよ。
Well, you say that, Subaru, but I'm sure some people have very differing opinions here. My strength has left me. But I don't know whether it's from a sense of relief or this anticlimactic end to the conversation.
聞かせてくれてありがとう。私も何か役立てればいいんだけど。
そうだな。ならば、互いに誓いを立てないか？
A pact?
誓い？
そうだ。候補者の偽物が現れ、王政はすでに疑惑と混乱をはらんでいる。
Yeah, there's always dysentery. Why it gotta be like that? Honestly, if I knew I was dying and it was a slow and painful process, I'd try to look for the best way to kill myself as quickly as possible. To end the suffering and just go back and return by death immediately rather than having to wait it out. There always has to be some kind of way to do it. In fact, if I learned that I had the return by death ability, the first thing I would research would be what's the quickest and most painless death that you can get, that you can experience, and how can you easily achieve doing that. For example, is there some kind of poison that works relatively quickly and kills you as if putting you to sleep? If that is the case, I would first try to get a hold of such poison and keep it on me in case of emergency, basically all the time. That way, if something horrible happens, I can just chuck the poison, travel back in time, and do it over again, without having to suffer too much. That would be one of the first things I would try to do. Get a hold of a poison or something of the sort that would quickly and painlessly put me out of my misery. I know that's relatively dark to think about, but it's just a good strategy, I feel like.
しかし、私たちが真に目指すべきは、王国をよりよく導く新たな王としての立場。そこには一点の曇りもない。ならば正々堂々と、私たちは互いに切磋琢磨し、玉座を競おう。そう誓いを立てるのはどうだろうか。
Let's make a pact then. An alliance shall be formed.
頑張ろうってこと？
ああ、そういうことだ。
ええ、それならもちろん。私の方からお願いしたいくらい。
では、私と K の制約だ。
Please you.
ねえねえ、スバルキュン。
なんだよ。
What's up, Ferris?
エミリア様ってとってもいい子だけど、いい子すぎてすんごく危なく見えるから、ちゃんと守ってあげ げてよね。
Oh, you don't have to tell him. You don't have to tell Subaru to protect Emilia. He's simping so hard, he can't not protect her.
それについちゃ俺も全くの同意見だよ。
However, Emilia's trust in Cruz is probably why she looks so vulnerable right now. Cruz's virtue really is a force to behold in that regard. After all,
二人が仲良く競い合ってくれるのが一番だよ。
at least that's what I think as I witnessed the two girls exchange a firm handshake.
さて、無事に苦し
Ah, she's wearing the hood again. Nice. Trying to go into the crowd undercover.
改めてメルティ様のところですね。
It is time to expose the imposter.
神竜協会のシスターさんなのよね。じゃあやっぱり教会？
俺たちが会うときはいつもそこだね。まあ、応戦関係で来客も多そうだけど、ひとまず俺たちも行ってみよう。
そうね。でもドキドキしちゃう。メルティさんに会うのは初めてだから。
Oh, you like her. See, she's kind of similar to you in some ways.
他の候補者とは面識あったんだもんな。
Emilia knows about Feld, someone who was just revealed to be a candidate, though the two haven't met together as candidates yet.
心配いらないよ。メルティちゃんとエミリアタンなら多分話が合うと思う。
That they will. Both seem like pacifists when it comes down to it, and I think they'll get along just fine regardless of how they meet for the first time. That is...
この嫌な予感が当たってなければ。
Oh, it will end up coming true, don't get me wrong. I really want to shake this doubt I have about them, that's my honest goal.
ここが神竜協会？
That it be, yes.
そうですね。エミリア様は教会は初めてですか？ええ。オートに来るのもまだ3回目だし、前回は見て回る余裕がなくて。
まあ、エミリアタンは探し物で大変だったもんね。わかるわかる。
Yeah, the insignia you lost.
もう何度も掘り返さないの。スバルすごい。
He's gonna keep bringing it up because he was the hero of that story, so of course he's gonna keep bringing it up and bragging about it.
ごめんごめん、悪かったって。さてさて、問題のメルティちゃんは。
またそうやってすぐごまかして。
Emilia's mood sours when I remind her of her embarrassing mistake, and as Rem tries to soothe her,
方でメルティちゃんとのつなぎをってあれ
looking into the church, my eyes go wide at the unexpected spectacle before me.
待ってよ。捕まえてごらんなさい。
I hear the voices of children playing, seeing several of them playing tag in the courtyard. Such a sight isn't uncommon for a church, but what does surprise me... Melty is playing along with them? Oh no, there!
プーカじゃねえか。
Wait, you're here? Hey, that's nice.
お兄さん、プーカちゃん。私、走り回
Is it the same girl we helped? It might be the same girl we helped.
ふてぶてしい子だわさ。でも、そのずうずうしさは嫌いじゃないわ。ほら、サルム、他の子たちも目をキラキラさせてるのよさ。
そうだな。
I still want to know what's up with these two. I still want to know what's up with these two. I don't see their connection yet to the rest of everything that's going on. I know Melty is the imposter, and naturally Sakura and Tiga are working for her. And I know that the masochist, as we like to call him, Wolf is his name, that he's trying to make Melty succeed in taking the throne. But what exactly is Salam's connection to all of this? Salam and Puka just don't really fit into the story right now properly. They're just there. But they can't be here without any kind of reason.
このお菓子大好き。
I'm gonna have to theorize a little bit. If I come up with a good theory, I'll let you know.
ありがとうお兄ちゃん。優しいし、お菓子くれるし、だからお兄さんって好き。ほんと、ずぶといことだわさ。
子供はそれでいい。
人よしなんだから。サルム様とプーカ様、随分と馴染んでいらっしゃいますね。
Well, the fact that they're close to the church further... Well, it doesn't prove it because we're close to it too right now. They might have just been passing by. But it could also be a hint at the fact that they are also connected to Melty in some way. It would make sense. Though I'm still not entirely sure. I would prefer to watch life endlessly, see the action until provoked. Just a spineless man. Wow. Yeah, honestly, see everything. Watch live. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Just watch until something happens. But honestly, again, if something does go wrong, I would not hesitate to chuck any kind of poison as long as it, doesn't make me suffer too much. Again, though, that is with the return by death ability. I should clarify. I would not kill myself right out without having some kind of ability to come back to life. Okay, I am talking about if I were in Subaru's shoes again, so don't worry about me. I've heard that kids can tell who's friendly or not, and Salem is a pretty decent guy, and Puka too, of course. Oh, we know them. We do know them. Yeah, we helped them look for the parents of our lost kid. Since the battle with the Dusk Bandits never happened, we aren't indebted to them assisting us, but I feel partial to them because I still remember it happening. I remember Puka saying something about they're just wanderers, though. Of course, he do be kinda loud, as you might know. Oh, we were just passing by, saw you, and decided, yeah, you know what, we want to ask you some questions. How are you related to the Dragon Church? How are you related to Melty? How exactly is your existence relevant to the overall story? Tell us right away. Why aren't you calling the maid scary considering what she did? Oh, girls do like him, especially one girl. A specific one with blue hair. She do be liking him. Because he has very low self-esteem. A queen. Our object of worship, apparently.
のラブリーチャーミーな女の子なんだけど。
ごめん、ちょっと何言ってるのかわかんない。エミリア様はレムやスバル君がお世話させていただいている方なんですよ。
There we go. Thank you for summing it up so nicely,
関
Rem.
係性は素直に主従でも大丈夫かと。そう、よかった、ありがとう。だからそういう関係なの。
そうか。
ええ、そうなの。よろしくね。
ああ。
Friendly wind is in the air, despite the few words Emilia and Salem exchange.
なんだこのお互いに話すことないけど別に気まずくなるわけじゃない感覚。
Yeah, it doesn't have to feel awkward if nothing's being said. Silence can be nice.
精霊使い同士の距離感でしょうか。
Nah, I don't think that's it, Rem.
へえ、ってことはあんたも精霊術師ってことなのよさ。私？そうよ。ちょっと待っててね。
And out comes Puck.
まあ、そんなこと言ってもあたいくらいのちゃんとした精霊はなかなかいないもんだわ。
Oh, you're gonna eat those words in a second.
だからどんな精霊が出てきてもお願い、パック。呼ばれて飛び出てにゃにゃにゃ。あ、びっくり。
びっくりした。
びっくりしました。
俺は忘れてた。
That's right, Puka loses her mind when she sees Puck, after all.
あなた様はひょっとして火の大精霊であらせられる終焉の獣様では。
Yes. Though it's more like ice, but I guess fire magic in the world of ReZero just refers to alteration of temperature, which can also mean, you know, lower temperatures than usual, thus resulting in ice.
そんな呼び方あんまり好きじゃないな。プリティさんにかけるよね。もっと気軽にパックでいいよ。パック様。
憧れの芸能人にあったような反応。
I mean, kind of.
あんな可愛らしい見た目ですが、大精霊様はとても力の
Especially
強い
Puck.
精霊ですから。
まあそれは疑ってねえよ。肝心なところでもっと役立ってほしいな。ダブルキーに。
あんた今パッカ様の悪口を言っただわさ。
No.
こんなに力のある方にどれだけの失礼を。信じられないのよさ。
お、俺はプニプニの足でこんな威力の蹴りを。
Well, again, they're spirits, they're pretty powerful.
これを機にスバルも僕への尊敬の念を持ってみたらいいかもね。まったくパック様のおっしゃる通りだわさ。
お前らな。
はい。
Well,
パックも調子に乗らないの。
oh, Puck is gonna get carried away. And kill everyone. Don't you worry about that.
お前もだ。
はーい。なのよさ。
やれやれ。やけに騒がしいと思う。
Tiga! My brother from another mother, what's up?
珍しい取り合わせじゃないか。驚かせてくれたもんだよ。よーティガー、驚かせて悪いな、マイフレンド。またそれか。いや、スバルが予想外のことをするの
You should.
俺ももう驚かないけどさ。
Because you're best buds. Until Subaru actually hunts down your camp.
それにエミリア様の同伴だ。今日はただの遊びってわけじゃないんだろ。
ティーガ。
We can still play.
この
We're friends, we can still play.
はい、エミリア様。ご機嫌と本日もおうるわしく。いてて。なんだよ、スバル。足を踏まないでくれ。何度も言わせるなよ。俺の前でエミリアタンを口説くんじゃない。
Not every compliment is a flirt.
何度もって、これが初めてだし。そもそも口説いたわけじゃなく挨拶だ。お前、挨拶代わりにエミリアタンを口説いてんのか。
Not every compliment is a flirt.
話の通じないやつだな。
スバルとティーガって仲良しなのね。そうですね。以前もお二人ではしゃいでいました。まったく子供だわね。
I guess, yeah, Subaru more so than Tiga, but yeah, they are.
だよね。
あのな。え、今サルム笑ったのか。
Oh, you know Salem. There we go. They know him.
絶対に笑ってただろ。へえ、あのサルムがね。随分と意味深だな。つうか、お前
Yes, how do you know each other? How do you know Salem? What's your relation to each other? Seeing how blunt Tiga is with Salem makes me assume Salem didn't just come here to play with the
あ
kids.
あ、そうなんだよ。
Acquainted with Salem, get.
昔からの知り合いで、俺たちは同郷の人間なんだ。
You're all from the same place, and you go way back. Okay. Salem has immediately become even more suspicious now.
そうなんだ。同じ故郷の人たちって言うならすごく仲良しでも当然ね。
Knowing that Melty is the imposter, you're working for Melty, and Salem and you grew up together, that makes Salem suspicious. I am sorry.
どうでしょうか。一般的にはそうかもしれませんね。あれ？違うの？リア、人にはいろいろと事情があるからね。それはリアだって同じでしょ？
But what exactly is... Also, Paige! Hey, what's up? The plot thickens. It do be thickening, though. Welcome to the stream. The plot do be thickening. It would appear that Salem is indeed connected to Melty's camp in some way or another, which means... Yeah, we can't trust him.
言われてみたら
Sadly.
私もあんまり暮らしてたところの人たちと仲良くできてなかったかも。
Our solemn atmosphere enshrouds us as we all consider the various circumstances that brought us to where we are now. Disregarding my own situation, this homeland talk is no joke, considering it even gave Emilia and Rem that somber look.
これお菓子？私にくれるの？
He's handing out candy again. Guys, don't take candy from strangers.
レムにもいただけるんですか？ありがとうございます、サルム様。
俺にも。手多いな。なんで俺にこんなにいっぱい？
Well, because last time you were you wanted more, but you didn't feel comfortable asking for more, so this time he's just giving you more outright.
あんたに沈んだ顔は似合わないってサルムもさ。
Or that, or pity.
俺そんなひどい顔してた？ああ、かける言葉を見失うぐらいひどい目つきを。
Wow.
それはいつもか。
And thanks for the roast, Tiga, of course. Friends always coming in with the roasts. A holiday in a lockdown isn't good for me. How so? Because you already don't celebrate enough anyway, and then if it's in lockdown, you can't celebrate. You can celebrate even less. Is that why it's bad for you? I'm assuming that's why. Sad. Also, is there a complete lockdown for you? Because that is not the case for me. Thankfully. There are some restrictions, but generally it's okay to do stuff. Which I'm glad for. I am glad to be able to still do certain things. And have fun with friends if I do decide to meet up. Still haven't watched ReZero? Well, understandable. I mean, I liked it, but that doesn't mean it's for everyone, and even if it is a show that people enjoy, not everyone always has the time to watch everything. So, no matter what, it is totally understandable not having seen the show. But again, the game is an entirely unique story separate from the series, so I mean, yeah, it takes place at some point during season 1 technically, but introduces a whole bunch of new characters and stuff, and a whole new storyline that didn't appear, so yeah.
口の中でほわほわにとろけますよね。
エミリアタンはもっと俺の見せた影のある部分に寄り添って。
No candy is more important than you, Subaru.
まったく退屈しない連中だな。さて、エミリア様、改めまして本日のご用件は？
Yes, we're here to question your camp. We think you're the imposter.
ごめんなさい。応戦延期の説明会の件で私もオート
Yes, yes. I know a little bit about the character on screen. Also, thanks for the follow, Angelo the anime dude. Thank you so much. It's appreciated. And a host as well. Thank you. Thank you for the follow and the host. How are you doing? Hope you're having a great day. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am doing fine. Hope you're doing well as well. Hope you are doing well. Again, thanks so much for showing all that support. I have finished the game. I have not yet finished the game, as you can see. I am still in it. Probably for the long run, I'm not sure. Well, Subaru just started finally suspecting Melty's camp, so I feel like we're making progress, because you know Melty's gonna be the imposter, considering she's a unique character. But now that Subaru finally started suspecting her, I feel like we're slowly getting more on track to the where the story is supposed to be going, though I still think it's gonna take a while. Stores and any buildings of entertainment are closed until Monday. Well, if it's only until Monday, then at least they're gonna open again soon, so you don't have to worry about that for too much longer. So just hang in there, Ivanov, you got this. You can do it. But yeah, Angelo, so you finished the game. How did you like it? Did you like the game? I hope you enjoyed it. Loving ReZero's Season 3 when? I know I want a Season 3 as well. Who doesn't want a Season 3? Well, anyone who doesn't like the show, of course, but yeah. Really hoping that Season 3 is gonna get announced at some point soon. They don't even have to announce a release date. Just knowing that they're gonna be working on a Season 3 is enough for me. Because they took forever to announce Season 2. So just them announcing, yes, don't worry, we're gonna do a Season 3, that would be such a nice piece of information to have. So yeah. Tappei Nagatsuki? Nagatsuki? Should I know? Play on my Switch Lite? Oh, I see, you have a Switch Lite. Hey, I have a proper Switch, not a Switch Lite. Because I couldn't wait until the Switch Lite got released. I got the Switch when the Switch Lite wasn't a thing, so you know. Because I'm just a big Nintendo fan. But yeah, I do hope you enjoyed the game, because so far I'm certainly enjoying it. Though I do constantly get stuck on stuff where I'm just too busy talking to chat to actually progress the game, which is sad. Very sad. I hope to not get stuck too much, so I'm gonna progress now. and just end this conversation for a second. And never mind, I have neither because I didn't feel like it was worth it. Understandable, I guess. I guess that's understandable. But personally, I like the Switch. I think it's a nice console. Plus, I had to get it because I'm a huge, I'm a huge Pokemon fan, so I had to get the Switch in order to keep playing the games. It was necessary. And then, of course, they cut the National Dex, which I'm still upset about. But oh well, what can you do? What can you do about that? Nothing, that's what. Oh? You're holding an important meeting, huh? So we can talk to Melty? Or can we? Is this meeting about us as royal candidates? Or is it an entirely different meeting unrelated to us being here? Can't wait for Brilliant Time. I know it's gonna be hype. I feel like I should play that on stream. I feel like I should Nuzlocke it. I should probably do a Nuzlocke on it. It would be the my first proper attempt at doing a Nuzlocke. But I want to give it a proper try. I really do want to. I really do. Plus, I haven't actually played Diamond, Pearl, Platinum. So... But I can say it would be a blind experience. Because I've heard a lot of people talking about the game. And I know a lot about the game. So... But I have never played Diamond, Pearl, Platinum. So it would be kind of a unique experience for me playing the remake. And doing a Nuzlocke, potentially. This is totally in the anime. Well, first of all, it's Blueshy Man, hi, and second of all, this is totally not in the anime. You should know it. None of these characters are in the anime. None of them. New story. Yeah, new story exclusive in the game. Yes, yes, yes. With that, Salam and Puka accompany the children and leave the church. I feel sorry for them, seeing as we're the ones who kinda got in the way of things. So we can check in on them whenever we need to, that's why we're asking. It's definitely a good console. I just grew out of consoles. Honestly, I'm more excited for Legends Arceus because it looks sort of... Yep. I'm super excited for that too. Like, extremely excited. I'm more excited about that than the Diamond and Pearl remakes. But don't get me wrong, they're gonna be fun too. Also, wow, the correction. But yeah, I'm more excited about Legends Arceus myself as well. But I am still excited for the Diamond Pearl remakes. Those are gonna be fun. Also, I am excited for whenever DDLC Plus, the premium physical release of DDLC Plus finally arrives for me. I ordered it a while ago. Still have no clue when that's gonna show up at my door. Even though I already played DDLC Plus, I needed a premium physical release. I needed it. It's just completely necessary for me to have it. Because I'm just too much of a DDLC fanboy. I've seen just how capable Salam and Puka are. While building up our relations with the royal candidates is our main priority, it doesn't hurt to acquire some more fighting power. Okay, let's go. Let's talk to Melty and co. After seeing Salam and Puka off, Tiga leads the way into the church. Once inside, the first thing we see is... she praying. Going to play Jump Force this December on my Switch Lite. Ah. I think I've heard of that game. I think I've heard of it. Can't say I know too much, though. But hey. You go. I hope you're gonna have fun playing that. I do hope you're gonna have fun. Because that's always what you have to look forward to. Just having fun. Because otherwise, what would be the point in getting that game? Kneeling on the church floor is Melty praying her heart out. I'm just your average guy from modern day Japan, so I think I'm what you'd call an atheist. I don't believe in any god, but I do celebrate Christmas, New Year's, Obon, and the like. Can't say I've heard of that one. So I'm just an atheist in that convenient sense. But seeing someone pray so fervently is something even I would consider a sight to behold, counterbalancing my disproportionately placed faith. Just something you'd never use here, so every time there's an X somewhere, I misspell it all the time. Yeah, that is understandable. I mean, I get it. I get it. Exciting. In exciting, it feels like the C isn't necessarily, well, necessary. But it's still in there, so, you know. Oh, it's also nice to see you, Melty.
びっくりした。もう T が何度も言わせないで。お祈りしてるとき、いきなり話しかけられたらびっくりするの。
Yeah, how dare you interrupt her?
悪い悪い。怒った顔も可愛いって言いたいところだが。
Well, she do be kind of cute, though. She do be kind of cute. Just feeling looked out of. Just feeling locked out of what I want to do and where I want to be. I know what I want to do doesn't have a market, so gotta work until I can afford to try. Huh. Well, you... First of all, I have to try really hard to read your messages, as always. But I do try my best. But Ivanov, you just keep working at... You just keep at it. You just do what you do. Just know that everyone has faith in you. Well, maybe not everyone. That's a bit of an exaggeration. But I feel like all of us have faith in you, at least. And by us, I mean me and the community. And Rob, welcome to the stream. Hello to you too. Hope you're having a great day. Her face red. Melty finally notices us when Tiga points us out.
メルティ様、お邪魔しております。本日はこちらの。はじめまして。私はあなたと同じ応戦候補者の。
Huh? Huh?
ティーガのバカ。お客さんがいるなら言ってよ。
I mean, he did tell you. After a moment's pause, Melty's embarrassed screams echo throughout the church.
とっても恥ずかしいところをお見せしてしまいました。
Oh no, don't be sorry about it. It was cute.
大丈夫。
Ram has faith in Subaru. And no one else.
変じゃなかったと思うから。
Technically.
エミリアターン、フォローするなら最後までしないと。まあまあいいじゃないか。多少取り繕ったところですぐに自分ってものは明らかになるもんさ。
So, what are we gonna talk about? How are we gonna expose them as the imposter?
ましてや、メルは隠し事に向かないんだから。
Not really good at hiding things, huh? Like being the imposter? Again, the best liar is the best liars are the ones who are able to convince others that they're bad liars. That's all you need to do. Yeah, really good at hiding things, like hiding the fact that you're the imposter. Exciting and exiting. But here we'd spell like exiting, so I really exciting is that's confusing to read, but I know what you want to say. Of logic gate, so basically rip 2 hours. Ah. Someone be working, I guess.
言っとくけど、部屋の戸棚に隠したおやつ、毎日ちょっとずつ食べてるのバレてるよ。
いいえ、そんなの嘘です。私が隠してるのは戸棚じゃなく、ベッドの下の箱の中。
And you failed. You failed. You failed horribly.
メル、感触は太るから やめた方がいいぞ。
ティーガのバカ。
You made her cry, Tiga. How dare you? Melty glares at Tiga, her eyes a watery mess. It seems like Tiga is always 100 steps ahead of Melty in terms of extracting info from the other.
しかし、仲のいいこった。ねえ、エミリアタンもそう思う。あれ、どうしたのその目。
Hmm?
ただスバルとティーガが仲良しなのってどっちも意地悪だからかなって思って。
Wow. Wow, that's mean.
俺が意地悪？そんなティーガと一緒に。
I mean, you are kind of mean, Subaru. Sometimes you are kind of mean.
それも引っかかる言い方だな。
そうですよ、エミリア様。スバル君の意地悪は可愛い意地悪です。ティーガ様の意地悪とは全然違います。私もそう思います。ティーガの意地悪は辛い意地悪です。スバルさんの意地悪は甘い意地悪ですよ。
I honestly wouldn't know how to feel if I were in this situation.
あれ？もしかして俺の味方っていない？
Yeah, sorry, buddy. No.
じゃあ私がティーガの味方になってあげる。これでお互いに戦力は互角。どっちが勝っても恨みっこなしだね。頑張りましょうね、スバル君、メルティ様。
And now suddenly chat is talking about logic gates. But okay then. I mean, I guess that's that's its own interesting conversation topic. But that just goes to show that, well, this channel can be pure chaos. And nothing going on anywhere at any point has to do with the game I'm actually playing.
力を合わせて勝利を味わいましょう。
待て待て待て待て。エミリアタンの攻撃は俺に効果抜群だ。それを言ったらこっちだってメルに攻撃なんてされたら立ち直れないぞ。
Oh crap. Oh? Oh? Tiga and I nod at each other, exchanging a firm handshake.
やっぱり争いは何も生まないな。そうだな。仲良くやろうぜ、親友。
Yes! They're fun? Well, if you think they're fun, then that's all you need.
なんだ、よかった。仲直りしてくれたみたいね。安心しました。分かり合えるなら手を取り合えるのが一番ですね。
This chat is chaos, but controlled chaos. I guess so. Yeah, I guess it do be like that. To know how to make proper logic gates in Minecraft? In Minecraft, well, those are... I think I can make proper logic... I think I can make proper logic gates in Minecraft. They're not overly complicated. Yeah, I think I'd be able to pull that off. Well, simple logic gates I can do, but building a PC in Minecraft is definitely something I couldn't do, but I know it has been done.
ツッコミが誰もいない。
In any case, yeah, I totally understand getting bored, because that would be a lot of effort to put into something. Puck grumbles to himself as we all consolidate and shake each other's hands.
仲良しが一番です。
So, what now? How are we gonna question her?
ああ、俺もそう思うよ。
How are we gonna question her? I know they aren't... I don't know how to make a basic item filter. Faith gives determination. Since I... Since I run on validation, you hell. Why, of course, doesn't everyone run on validation to some degree or another? Doesn't mean we mainly run on it, but I feel like everyone needs validation to some degree. Maybe that's just my personal opinion. But I certainly feel that way.
さて、そんじゃま遊びはここまでとして。そうだな。ひとまずうちのメルのことはエミリア様にも分かっていただけたと思う。
But we're trying to understand her real well. She is really kind, that's true.
めっそうもないです。
At least she appears to be.
なんてまだまだ全然至らないことばっかりで。そうなの？頑張り屋さんなのね。さっきのお祈りしてるところもなんだかわからないけど感心しちゃった。どうしようティがエミリア様ったらとっても褒め上手です。
Well, you try to return compliments, even if you're not too good at it.
ここは一つメルも褒め返して差し上げるのが礼儀だ。
Yes, go for it.
そうだよね。わかった。エミリア様ってとっても綺麗な髪や
Pointing out her hair and eye color and calling it pretty when a lot of people are scared of this combination. Interesting.
ありがとう。スバルもそうやってよく褒めてくれるの。それにとても落ち着く声と、なんといってもとても美人で。
Okay, leaning in there a bit.
スバルにもよく言われるんだけど、お世辞でも嬉しいな。ことごとくスバルさんが先に言ってます。
Of course, yes. When it comes to Emilia, there's no compliment you cannot come up with that Subaru hasn't already used.
そう言われると、俺はエミリアタンのことなら内臓まで褒めてるからな。
Subaru, that sounds weird. That's weird phrasing. Complimenting her insides. I mean, I know what you mean. I know you mean her character and everything. But it could be interpreted very differently. Emilia is a top tier girl because... Never mind. Because the organs inside her help her maintain her healthy appearance. He's literally complimenting her insides. Okay. Okay, this is getting weird.
だから今日もエミリアタンが可愛くあるためにエミリアタンの内臓よ。ありがとう。
This is getting very weird. He opened her and looked at every part. Wow, wow, wow. You know the worst part is he could literally do that and no one would know.
そこまで聞くとまるで腹渡狩りみたいだな。あんなやべえやつと一緒にすんなよ。あれは内臓メインだろ。会ったことあるのか？あんなおっかない手配犯に。
Oh, we totally have. We certainly have met.
前にオートでね。私もスバルも危なかったの。
Not only that, my stomach was split open, but now is not the time to get into that. I wouldn't want to scare Melty either.
それもオートの出来事と聞いています。そうして考えると、オートも意外と物騒なのかもしれません。
It do be like that.
その危険な手配犯もそうですが、王戦の妨害を企む輩まで暗躍していますし。王戦の妨害。
王城でも話題に上がったやつだな。確かスバルたちが
That would be us, yes. I start to remember. Me. Oh god, that. Yeah, no. Why did you have to remind me of that? And I find it hopelessly relatable. Okay then. Meanwhile, the rest of chat is talking about hopper priorities and just Minecraft redstone logic and everything and sorting systems. That seems like a much nicer topic. But yeah, a whole new world has opened up, huh? A whole new... No. I do not sing.
でかくて
Unless I do.
こうしてて
Maybe.
上部に仮面つけたとんでも野郎だよ
Well, you know what you voted for. But I don't. Usually. I'd never.
お前顔が広そうだけどそういう知り合いとかいない最初からそういう格好のやつとは知り合いになりたくないし
Wouldn't want to know someone like that, but you
仮
do.
に知り合いがそういう格好をしだしたらそれやめとけって止めるだろう
Did you tell them to stop?
まあそりゃそうだよな
No, the chicken song is not playing in my mind right now. Although now that you brought it up, it kind of is slightly in the background. Get it out. Why did you... Honestly, that's the thing. You know what? Just, you're now breathing manually. Alright? Also, did you ever think about the way your tongue is positioned in your mouth and that there's no comfortable resting place for it once you think about it? Yeah? Huh? I can fire back at you guys. Every man's a topic? I mean, I guess, maybe, if that's what you mean. I tried to lead Tiga on with my question, but he remains as poised as ever in his response. Damn it, he found the position. I know it's supposed to be resting. It's supposed to be resting at the top part of your mouth, which is weird because normally you'd think that your tongue's standard resting place should be, you know, at the bottom, but no, it's actually at the top. Look at your nose. I shall not look at my nose. I shall not look at my nose. Anyway, if he's hiding something while staying so composed, then he's a pretty good liar.
そうですよね。でもそれはエミリア様も同じですよ。
Oh yeah, of course it goes for us. It goes for us more than for you because he wants you to succeed, Melty. Well, maybe I did try looking at my nose. But just for a short time. That one hair next to your eye. Nah. Don't know what you're talking about.
大丈夫よ。私こう見えてすごく力持ちなの。
Oh? She be strong? I wasn't aware of this. I mean, I was aware she was strong in a fighting sense because of her spirit arts abilities, but I wasn't aware that she actually had muscle too.
そこで強さとかじゃなく力持ちを自慢するところが EMT だけどメルティちゃんのとこはどうなんだ、まさかメルティちゃんが破格の強さ
Sorry, forgot you don't have a nose. I do have a nose? I have a nose? I mean, can you not see the fact that I have a nose? I know that there are many VTubers out there who do not have a nose, but I have one. And I think it's pretty clearly visible. Actually, now I'm starting to think that my nose looks weird. Now I'm starting to think that my nose looks weird. Damn it! Why did you do this to me? Why did you do this to me?
ご心配なくメルの身は俺が守るよそれなりに腕には覚えがあるんでね
And Rob is talking about a Rickroll position for the tongue. Sadly, I can't roll my tongue up properly. Like roll it I mean, I could probably if I used my fingers to do it, but why would I do that? Why would I literally go out of my way to roll up my tongue? Speaking of, why does rolling the tongue... Well, no. Or, well, rolling the tongue while sticking it out of the mouth, that's very much possible. That's not too much of a problem for me, technically, if I wanted to. Like, roll it up sideways, not like front to back. Of course I saw right through it. It happened so many times at this point.
一応メルの騎士って名乗って恥じないぐらいの腕前はあるつもりだ。もっとも。
You can see a hole instead of a nose? That's what you see? Really? Also, a hole technically would still count as a nose if it fulfills the same functions as a nose. It's just structured differently.
もっとも。他の候補者の騎士たちと、それこそ牽制や最優と並ぶのは無理だろうさ。
The finest?
牽制に最優っつうと、ラインハルトと。
Julius, I'm guessing?
最優の騎士と呼ばれているのは
Julius, huh? That's the first time I heard that title for him. That's the first time I heard that he has some kind of specific title.
ああ、わかってるわかってる。ちゃんと覚えてたよ。
No, I certainly forgot because I don't think I ever heard of that before.
と同じで精霊術師でもあるのよ。
That I do know.
あの野郎、またエミリアタンの真似っこかよ。
But you know, it's just a series of holes. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Now I gotta think about that one video by Vsauce. You know, how many holes does the human body have, right? It's weird. Know that your right arm is itching right now. No, I don't think that trick worked. Yeah, no, it's not rich. It's not itchy. Maybe I got lucky. Maybe that's just a bad trick.
真似っこなんですか？いいえ、精霊と呼吸を合わせるのはそれは時間がかかるはずですので。そんなに急に真似っこはできないのよ。よっぽどその精霊と仲良しじゃないと。
Voldemort with one nostril. Okay, yeah. Very weird. That would... Ooh, okay. Mental image, okay, nice. The question is, would it be bigger? Like, would it be as big as both holes together, or would it just be as big as one of the holes? Or would it be even bigger than both holes put together? Oh well. Please remember to breathe automatically, not manually. That is a trick that usually works, and that's a trick that I brought up earlier as well. It's weird. It's weird how that works out, huh?
騙されてしまいました。
まあとにかく俺は戦えるって話。それにいざとなったらメルも治癒魔法ぐらいは使えるもんな。
と言っても私の治癒魔法は気休め程度ですが。そうなの？私はあんまり治癒魔法って得意じゃなくて。その教会でシスターをしていると皆さんいろんな理由で礼拝にいらっしゃるのでいつの間にか。
Interesting. I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense.
怪我や病気でしたら治癒魔法で少しでも楽になりますから。
Why are we still talking about pink elephants, though? Because you brought it up right now. I'm gonna say it to you while you're playing a visual novel, so you need to breathe manually. Wait, you already are. Haha! You fool! You fool! You absolute buffoon!
それで魔法を覚えたのね。すごく感心しちゃう。
Melty lightly scratches her cheek, but her response is filled with unease. I imagine it has something to do with everything she's seen so far. I'm sure many were beyond recovery by any normal methods, and came seeking aid in the only place they could think of to offer such help. I'm curious just how much she's been able to help with what little she says she can do. Her opinion of her abilities must come from that self-awareness. Honestly.
ああ、そうさ。
Tiga agrees to my mumblings. If Tiga could understand me from just that, he must be a good judge of character. No, I'm sure that in this case Tiga must have felt the same way countless times before. That sense of helplessness, of not being able to ease the mind of the girl he likes.
小さい頃から教会のお世話になって、それからいろんなことがありました。でも、まさか自分が王戦なんて一大事に。
You know, maybe she's not willingly an imposter. I just had a thought. Maybe she really is just a kind-hearted girl, and this is all a setup from behind the scenes, and she doesn't even know that she's not supposed to be one of the candidates. But I feel like I feel like Wolf, the masochist, I feel like he definitely is aware of the fact that she's the imposter. Maybe it's a setup by someone from behind the scene. It is I think it's possible. I think it is. 4 seconds of silence is when a conversation gets uncomfortable. Is that a statistic that you looked up, or is it personal opinion, or... I could definitely see how 4 seconds of silence would be enough for something to get uncomfortable, but it doesn't have to be uncomfortable. Silence doesn't have to be uncomfortable. As long as you're enjoying each other's company, there doesn't need to be anything but silence necessarily. It's Megalovania, but it's being played by making glass break. Okay then.
参加するなんて。
Interesting instrumental choice.
はい。エミリア様、聞いてもいいですか？ええ、私で答えられることなら。エミリア様はなぜ王戦に？このルグニカ王国の王座についてどんなことをなさるおつもり
People
なんですか？
who I sit in silence for 15 minutes with just vibing. Yeah, exactly. So, as I said, silence doesn't have to be uncomfortable. Sometimes a little bit of just enjoying the other person's company can be nice, even if there is even if there's nothing to talk about. Yeah, I still got it. You don't have to worry about perfect sentence structure all the time. I mean, it is helpful in making sense of stuff, but generally you can get the gist of it even if the sentence isn't structured perfectly, buddy. Chum, pal. Melty's basically asking about what drives Emilia to participate, something necessary for all the candidates to push them forward. Krush, Anastasia, Priscilla, Feld, Melty, and of course Emilia. Everyone who's come to Royal Capital as royal candidates isn't doing it just because they're qualified. As for Emilia's reasoning, I witnessed that during another loop back at the Royal Castle.
メルティはさっき褒めてくれたけど、私の髪と目の色ってすごく目立つでしょ？
Experience and a common statement. Well, again, I feel like if it's an uncomfortable silence, it gets real bad after 4 seconds. I get that. But not every silence is uncomfortable. I did see it. I put a little... I did definitely see it, and nice job on that, definitely. Definitely nice job on that. Speaking of Megumin, I still need to do some character pulls on Konosuba Fantastic Days, because currently you can get Megumin in the Shell Tier outfit. And as I was saying on Discord, Megumin looks super cute in Shell Tier's clothing. So I'm gonna have to try putting a whole lot of gems into the gacha, so I can hopefully get her. But for now, I'll wait a bit longer, because despite the fact that she's in the current gacha pool, her drop rate is actually not increased. So I'll wait a little bit longer and see if there's gonna be a second gacha, so looking forward to that one. Really am looking forward to that. But yeah, the main two characters I want to get from the gacha, well, I want to get all of the current crossover gachas, but the ones I really want more than anything are Shell Tier and Megumin in the Shell Tier outfit. Those are the ones I'm most interested in, and those two are the only characters who don't have the increased drop rate, which I'm very upset about. I know, wrong topic. I know we're talking about not Overlord, not Konosuba. We should be talking about ReZero, and I apologize. But you know we get off topic a lot. Yes, we know Emilia, a kind-hearted person, but we know she has more selfish reasons as well, which is that, you know, Rosewald kind of forced her to participate. Yes. Well, she's definitely a hard worker, you have to hand it to her. Emilia smiles as she tells Melty about her motives for joining the royal selection, overwhelming everyone in the room. She's not the best at public speaking, and her policies may not be so concrete, but one can just feel the sincerity packed behind each of her words. It is totally understandable, yeah. I mean, come on. If you want to know what candidate you're voting for, naturally you have to know what each of them wants to achieve. Yeah, it's only fair that you answer as well. I forgot to show you what a PP looks like. By the way, me reading that out loud could very well be misinterpreted because it sounds a little bit different. I forgot to show you what a PP looks like. Yes. Interpret that how you will. Melty's voice trails off as she hangs her head in Emilia's returning. As she hangs her head at Emilia, returning the question to her. Confused, Emilia tilts her own head in response. Then, there she be. Well, what about Emilia? What, us being here? Oh, how sad. Boo-hoo. You came late to the party.
Emilia 様はわざわざメルに挨拶しに来てくれたんだよ。同じ王戦を戦う間柄だからってさ。
Yes. It is a declaration of war because we know you're the imposter.
さくらさん、一緒に頑張って戦いましょうって意味ならそうなっちゃうけど。
俺的には宣戦布告ももっと可愛く表現したいとこだな。
And that charming term would be?
王座の取り合い奪い合いってより運動会とかみたいな競技気分の方が平和だよ。
When I think of people vying for a throne, I imagine lots of family members bickering. I don't want this to turn into a situation like that. Every candidate has their own visions for the kingdom and are filled with conviction on seeing them carried out, and yet...
スバルちゃんの気持ちはわかりますよ。でも、それは難しいでしょうね。
Of course it would be difficult because you're the imposter.
6人の中に必ず偽物がいるんですから。
それも怪しいもんだと俺は思って。
Yeah, I'm especially wary of you.
怪しいですか？それはどういう。
6人目の偽物がいるって根拠は資格のある人間の気性が光るって話だ。
That is also true. We still need to figure out what's up with that. And it has been verified that all of them are valid.
けど資格ある人間が5人しかいないってこととイコールなわけじゃないだろ。だったら
スバル、
キューバ
お前の言いたいことはわかるよ。だけどそれをここでは言わせない。ここは神竜協会だ。神竜ボルカニカが残した竜歴石、それに誤りがあるなんて言わせられない。
Okay then, so... What now?
悪かった。
Tiga's eyes narrow at me accusingly, and I immediately repent for almost letting something so careless slip out.
はいはい、喧嘩はやめましょう。ティーガちゃんの言ってくれた通り、私たちはその議論はできませんし。それに、そろそろメルティちゃんには日課のお祈りがあります。
She was praying already when we came here.
日課のお祈り？
はい、そうですよ。メルティちゃんは王選候補者である前に神竜協会のシスターさんですから。
I honestly feel like Melty isn't the one pulling the strings. I mean, I know she's the fake candidate and everything, but I honestly just don't feel like she's the one pulling the strings. Honestly, I feel like I'm gonna put my... Out of all the characters we've met so far, if I had to put my suspicions onto as to who is the mastermind behind it all, if there is one single person who's behind it, I think I'd actually put my suspicions on Sakura. I think she's the most suspicious out of all of them right now. Can't exactly put my finger on why, but just something about her. I had a tangent. Back to what I mean with me. Oh, right, that. Yeah, of course, that.
やらなくちゃいけないお仕事は実はいっぱいあるんですよ。そうなのね。ごめんなさい。
But something about Sakura just... I don't know. Melty just feels like she's a little bit too innocent to be the mastermind for everything. Tiga... well... Salem feels a little bit too loosely connected to them, so I don't feel like he's the one pulling the strings. Just because he's never really around them too much. The Masked Man, the Masochist, definitely actively working for this to succeed, but probably not the one pulling the strings. Which would just leave Sakura and Tiga. And out of the two of them, I feel like Sakura is a little bit more suspicious just because out of the two of them, we've spent far less time with Sakura. We know just a lot less about her than Tiga, and we don't even know too much about Tiga. But yeah, Sakura, something about her.
いえ、いいんです。こうしてミリア様とお話できて、私もすごく安心して。
I feel like she's the mastermind. Maybe I'm entirely wrong. Maybe Melty is actually the one pulling the strings and she's just acting innocent. Or potentially it's gonna be another character we haven't even met.
ま ありがとうございます。
Melty smiles at Emilia's answer. There was a slight hiccup at the end of our conversation there, but...
候補者同士の顔を合わせって当初の目的は果たせたか。
Yeah, but you still didn't get any real info out of him. Like you wanted. I also accomplished my own goal, suspecting Melty and Tiga. I think I was able to get over that hurdle too. Did you though? Again, you didn't get too much info, once again.
そうだね。エミリアタンとは気が合うと思ってた。
I had no worries about that. They got along well in the other loops too. However, it did remind me of something.
これが偽物でも嫌な感じだよな。
I wouldn't feel awful if it was Priscilla, but we know it isn't her. It would mean that one of the other candidates beside Emilia has been scheming, deceiving, lying, manipulating, and laughing at us. But if I'm being honest, are any of the candidates capable of such a thing? I don't think so at all.
スバル君、浮かない
Well,
顔ですね。
maybe Priscilla, but
偽
again,
物探しの
Wolf was targeting her too.
レムには隠し事できねえな。実際どうなんだろうって思ってさ。
レムもスバル君と一緒に候補者の皆様のところを回りましたが、
Again,
どなたか
it could very well be that the fake candidate doesn't know that they're a fake candidate. That someone has been manipulating things behind the scenes, and the fake candidate is just as unaware as everyone else.
偽物なんていないのではとさえレムは思ってしまっています。
Yeah, no, there's definitely an imposter.
レムもか。本当にそうならどれだけいいか。
A role selection where 6, not the intended 5, compete. There's only throne. Excuse me, what? There's only one throne, I think you mean, but no, there's only throne, so the outcome would be the same no matter how many competed. Ah, yes. There is, in fact, only throne. So why don't they just start the role selection with all 6 of the
ティー
candidates?
ガ様がおっしゃった通り、神竜教会の方々は受け入れがたいでしょうね。
神竜の残した竜歴石だっけ？その予言版は絶対か。
Maybe it's just me who doesn't understand anything. The guy who only has faith when it's convenient for me.
私はいいと思ったわ。スバルの意見。
Oh?
エミリアタン？
Oh, what specifically are you talking about?
ティーガには止められちゃったけど、私はすごくいいと思ったの。私たちみんな気象に選ばれてるってお話。竜歴石の記述は言葉足らずで、資格があるものが5人揃えばいい。
That could be true,
それなら、
but we know it's exactly 5. We know that's the case, but Rem's reasoning is solid.
5人で始められたところに、たまたま6人集まっちゃっただけ。それ
It would be nice and peaceful, but sadly it can't always be that simple. Cannot be that simple, Emilia. I'm very sorry to tell you. But yeah, that's another thing. Since they're with the... That's another thing that places the suspicion on Melty and her camp. Since they are with the Holy Dragon Church, it should be easiest for them to forge something related to the prophecy and the Dragon Gem. They're with the church. If anyone could forge anything like that, it would be them. So why aren't people more suspicious of their camp?
だね。俺もそう思うよ。そうだったらいい。いいんだけど。
I think I'm making... Like, seriously, I feel like I'm having some slight big brain moments here. Like some slightly above average brain moments, I would say. If that... even if that was true, who would we need to convince to begin the role selection as things are now?
裁量権がありそうなのは一番偉い人。で、その一番偉い人がいなくなったから、次の一番を決めようって話なんだよな。
It's like one big circle. Even if I put a lot of thought into something, it won't change what's actually happening.
どれだけありえないと思っても、可能性を取り除いていって最後に残るもの。 それが真実って名探偵も言ってた。
Mm-hmm.
その人もすごく辛かったでしょうね。
そうかな。そうかも。
So, Subaru, where are you going with that line of reasoning?
考えてその答えが出てきちゃったってことは、一番最初にその答えを知ったってことでしょ。じゃあ一番最初に悲しんだはずだもの。
Well, we're not here to think about existential stuff, we're here to think about what to do about the imposter. So, Subaru, what were you trying to say by that line of thought? A great detective is the first one to uncover the truth. Even if they don't want to know it, that means they'd be the first to regret finding it out.
悲しいのは嫌ですね。レムもそうでなければと思います。
Rem agrees with Emilia as the three of us solemnly look at the sky. The world is being painted in a faint orange, coloring us in its glow as well. No, coloring us in its glow as well. You know, I won't point that stuff out. I won't point out stuff like that when it appears in the comments, because people are typing the comments and they're trying to get their thoughts out to me and get me to read them as soon as they're having their thoughts. So typos and grammatical errors, they occur. That is a thing. But when it's a big game like this, then I feel like pointing out mistakes like this is just something I can do, and I can make fun of it all I want. Anyway, coloring us in its glow as well. Night comes after the sun sets. Everything loses its luster, a cold darkness covering it all. Well, apparently he got hit with a motivation bomb. Let's go. So, what's the plan going forward, Subaru? You're the main character, tell me.
はい、そうですね。今後の応戦の進め方のお話もあるはずなので、まだ王城から戻られていないか。
So what can we do? I guess we can eat. Oh, are you going to the restaurant where you usually meet Anastasia? Just to see if you have another chance to talk to her again?
腹ごしらえ？ご飯食べに行くの？
And maybe we'll, by chance, happen to run into Anastasia.
もしかしたら？
We may have a chance encounter. I see where you're going with this, Subaru. Though I don't exactly know why we would need to talk to Anastasia specifically.
スバル君、ここは？
ああ、レムはもちろん知ってるよな。昼間とはちょっと雰囲気違うけど。
The atmosphere of the tavern now is, well, like night and day, literally. But knowing that it's more of a tavern at heart, the air of it now is the real deal.
ご飯が美味しいところなの？あ、でもお酒は飲んじゃダメよ。パックにも言われてるんだから。
You know you're gonna break those rules eventually. I know it because of the OVA. Emilia and Rem can't hold their alcohol very well. Their faces turn red and expose their cuteness right away. I'd never let them get carried away like that here. Oh, so you already know, so the OVA already happened at that point, right? Right, the OVA already happened. Okay, here we go. Time to decipher another message. Losing friends by having them be too busy with their own lives. That's horrible. Railroad. Wait. With their own lives. be a shut-in. Allows me to be a shut-in by habit. Why would anyone need the services of a niche and slow art form? Well, you're saying a niche and slow art form. You're probably relating. You're probably talking about the whole clay art / clay animation stuff, right? But as I said multiple times, I'm impressed by that stuff. Like, honestly, I could never do that kind of stuff. And while, yeah, it might be a bit niche and it might be a slow process, those people who do appreciate it, like me, seriously do appreciate it. And as long as you're having fun doing it, I feel like that's the thing that matters more than anything. Doesn't matter if it's very niche. Doesn't matter if it's a long process. As long as you're having fun along the way. Though I guess, yeah, the problem with that is, of course, naturally, your own livelihood kind of still is also a thing you have to worry about. Because you can't always have time to do that kind of stuff. If it is rather niche, then you have to do other stuff for a while too. As that's the sad reality of it. As much as I want to say, keep following your dreams, you'll be able to do it no matter what, I am fully aware that reality doesn't always work like that. And I feel like everyone should be aware of that, as sad as it is. So, try to follow your dreams wherever possible, but don't forget to keep track of reality as well, to keep track of finances, and just to keep track of your life. Keep track of your life while trying to follow your dreams. Was that proper advice? I don't know. I feel like anything I say might sound just really stupid, but I do hope that my advice sometimes is somewhat insightful. Maybe. I don't know.
よくわからないけど、へんてこなこと考えてる時の顔してる。珍妙な発想をするスバルくんも素敵です。
And Debbie! Hello! Forgive my absence, you are forgiven. You are very much forgiven. Was busy with? Oh, big reveal. What were you busy with, buddy? Drum roll. Building up. The reveal is gonna come any second. Any second now. With that's all you get. With no, I'm not doing. I can't keep doing this all the time. You are busy. That's all the information I need.
このままスバルくんを見ていたいのは本音なのですが、発見してしまいました。
No need to be sorry about it. Yeah, no, that's all I get, I guess. That's all I need. As long as you're busy, I understand that. I understand you being busy. I do.
発見？レム、何か探してたの？はい。スバルくんの考えなら、レムにはちゃんとお見通しです。わ、すごく頼りになる。それで
Did we find Anastasia?
はい。あちらの奥の席に。奥？
Is she here?
ここ一緒に座ってもいい？
There she be!
意外なお客さんやないの。
Oh, how unexpected. Yes, another royal candidate.
これはエミリア様。ご無沙汰しておりました。
And Julius is here too, huh?
久しぶりね、ユリウス。アナスタシアさんも急でごめんね。
So, how are you doing,
ええ
friendos?
よ。エミリアさんもオートにお呼ばれしとったんやね。
But honestly, I still don't know why Subaru wants to talk to them. Was bonfire night, national holiday, fired. Ah. Set fire to a man instead of fireworks. It sounds weird. I know it's more of a metaphorical thing. Or we said as in the past. Or you set fire to a man in the past, that's the historical part of it, and now you're lighting up fireworks, yes. Set fire to a man sounds very... Been in pain all day, my arms can't stretch out fully since gym. Been in bed. Ah, understandable. You need all the rest you can get. Could you get on... Actual... drum roll in sound. An actual drum roll in sound alerts? Maybe I could. Maybe I could. I'll think about it. I will. But hey, Debbie, you're not the only one who's in pain. I am still in pain too. I talked about it on my previous stream, but my knee is in a very bad shape. So yeah. Pain gang, let's go!
そうなの。応戦が延期された関係で、スバルたちから手紙をもらって。
A straw man, okay, of course. You still put a man into a bonfire. Okay. Poor straw man, what did he do to you? Well, I hope the straw man you're lighting on fire at least had a criminal record of some kind. So it's not so you're not burning an innocent straw man. You know, he might have had a family.
よ、アナスタシアさん。相席するにはいい夜だな。
Haven't you knee, or is it? It's not weirdly embarrassing, don't worry about that. It's a classic fall accident in two ways. For one, because I fell, and for another because the circumstances behind it are very much connected to the season of fall, because there were wet leaves everywhere. So I shall tell the story again for those of you who are not aware of it yet. Basically, I was riding on my bicycle. Okay, I was riding on my bike, just on the bike lane, as you do, because that is what the bike lane is for, to ride your bike. And there was a pedestrian approaching me. And he saw me coming towards him on my bike. He was on the pedestrian lane, don't worry about that. But when he saw me, he suddenly started frantically moving left and right as if trying to dodge me. And then he decided, you know what? How do I dodge this bike that's currently going on the bike lane? Oh, I know, I will dodge onto the bike lane. Which forced me to do a quick swerve, which made me slip on the wet leaves on my bike. And I slipped off the curb on the side of the bike lane towards the street. Slipped off the curb onto more wet leaves, causing me to finally fall off my bike entirely and colliding with the ground. And that's the story in its entirety. And that's why my knee is in great pain. So yeah, now you know. That's what you get for... That's what you get for adventuring? Wow. Yes. At least I didn't take an arrow to the knee. Though I wouldn't be surprised if that happened too.
失礼いたします。当然、夏樹くんとレムさんも一緒と。それにしても、 相席するにはなんてどういう挨拶な。まあ
So anyway, I dare say that in that particular case, I was not at fault for that injury. Okay? I tried my best to avoid that person, but yeah, people are idiots. You can't ride a bike! Really? Huh. My dad never taught me. Actually, for me it was like, I believe in elementary school, they taught us how to ride a bike at some point. I mean, yeah, it was kind of also with my family, a little bit of practicing. But I did have like a little crash course for it in elementary school as well, just to make sure you can do it. I miss my bike. Oh, so you had one but you don't have it anymore? Did it break? Are you getting a new one? Oh, in any case, riding a bike, it's kind of nice having a little bit of the air in your face, but you know. And it's too late to learn how to learn now. It would just be awkward. I mean, I get what you mean. Seeing someone who isn't a literal child ride on a bike with training wheels would be a little bit embarrassing, I feel like. I mean, I get how it would be awkward, I do. Plus, if you feel like you don't need to know how to ride a bike, then no one's forcing you to do it. Definitely. But yeah. I made breakfast on my bike. Okay, I can't go that far, honestly. Like, for me, I still always feel a little bit meh whenever I need to hand signal when I'm making a turn. Because I always feel like I kind of need to rebalance myself all the time when I'm stretching my hand out to the side and only have one hand on the actual steering wheel. Well, not steering wheel. Steering wheel. You know what I mean. On the handle. Bah. I suck at everything, okay? But yeah, I could never eat breakfast on the bike. I could not. Grown too big for the bike. Oh, you've grown too big for it? I see. And so too big in the sense that you can't even adjust your seat or anything, it's just really overall too small, huh? That's sad. Well, you can always try to sell it to get a new one, maybe? I would like to learn how, but like, it would be odd for people to see a college student with training wheels, so I guess I'll just it would be a bit awkward, I get that. I totally get how it would be awkward. But if you really want to, I mean, you can probably find a nice spot to practice where there aren't too many people around. And once you get a little bit more of a hang of things, then yeah, just move on from the training wheels. But I guess, yeah, in the beginning you definitely need training wheels so you don't fall down all the time. So you need to find a nice spot where you can actually move around on your bike freely without having to worry about constantly running into stuff. But it also would have to be a place where there aren't too many people around all the time. So that's the restrictions you'd have to overcome in order to learn how to ride a bike if you truly wanted to. A lot of foreign students here who are learning how to cycle, so I'm used to watching older people. See, it's not even that weird. There are people who try to do it still. 1.92 meters and... okay. You know, this is a nice conversation to be having right now. But I also feel like we should be progressing with the game, because I'm already... Last time I checked, I spent over 30 hours in this game already, and I'm still not sure we're anywhere close to the end yet.
いや、いてくれてよかったよ。昼飯はここって当てがあっても、夜までこことは限らなかったから。
普段からここばっかりってわけやないよ。ただ、ミミたちがここの自慢ばっかりして、それを聞いたユリウスが拗ねてしもたんよ。
Oh, is that so?
アナスタシア様、拗ねたという表現では誤解を生みます。ただ私はミミたちが知っている店、それも
Swing by, but we control the back and front wheels separately. And I use the one with groceries. That sounds interesting. Never heard of that before, actually. Huh. Wasn't aware that was a thing. What event did you want Mega Man from? The Overlord crossover event. The Konosuba Overlord crossover event. That's the Mega Man version I want. I mean, I want all Mega Man versions, don't get me wrong, but that one specifically. So yeah. Don't... Something, hang on. Dark... Dark something, Dark Chocolate? Oh well. I have nearly 3,000 gems in unwatched stories. Yeah, I need to catch up on the stories too, by the way, in Konosuba Fantastic Days. I'm kind of behind on that stuff. Really behind on that stuff. So yeah, I'm not just someone who cycles. I'm experienced with all kinds of weird bicycles of varying difficulties. Huh. Everyone, we got a professional in chat. We got an expert. So, in your professional opinion, if someone randomly dodges onto the bike lane when approaching them, what would you do in that case? Try to swerve around on wet leaves and tragically fall? Or just run them over? Because I feel like I made a mistake in not running them over. Because it was their fault that I got hurt. And they didn't even pay any attention to that. They just pretended like nothing happened and walked away. As I was getting back up and trying to cycle all the way back. Oh, speaking of which, the rest of the way was even worse. Because yeah, my knee was hurting like hell. My knee was hurting like hell for the rest of the trip back. Plus, my brake got damaged during the fall. Not damaged in the sense that it wasn't working anymore. No, the opposite. For the entirety of the rest of the way back, my brake was constantly like slightly active. Like honestly, the entire way back, the brake was slightly triggered. And I couldn't disengage the brake. I had to go the entire way back with a slightly engaged brake on my bike while my knee was hurting like hell and my hands were burning. That was fun. Oh yeah, braking crash. Not dodging on wet leaves. Well, I did. Free money. Set amount of times if you watch an ad. Yeah, I do the daily ad thing as well to get those extra gems. I do that. Yeah, you can get 100 gems for free every day by watching an ad. I know that. Oh, you should be able to unscrew the cable. It's not back. Yeah, no, by now it's fixed, but it was just for the rest of the way back and it was horrible. Like stopping the bike work? Didn't know. You didn't know? On the home screen, in the top right corner, there's a little gem icon, and if you press that, there should be a gem icon with an ad next to it, and if you press that, it asks you if you want to watch an ad for 100 gems. I do that every day, and it works for me, which is fine. On wet leaves stopping stopping on wet leaves is kind of a problem. Gotta watch an ad.
いろいろ言ってるけど、仲間外れにされるのが嫌だって話か、それ。
君の言いようはさらなる誤解を生むな。
そうなのユリウスったらすごく可愛いのね。
てめえ、エミリアタに好感触じゃねえか。その面で可愛さ狙ってんじゃねえぞこら。
それはいくらなんでも理不尽な物言いでは。君は私にどうしろと言うんだ。
目と耳を塞いで端っこで丸まって小さくなっててほしい。
Wow.
それでは騎士の本懐が果たせない。君が信頼できる友人なら後を任せるところだが、あいにく
Oh! Not yet, anyway. You will trust him later on.
俺もお前と仲良くできるビジョンはね。
なんやの二人してずいぶんと抜けがいい。
Not yet, not yet. They're gonna be enemies for a while longer.
スバル、もうダメじゃない、そんな風にユリウスに噛みついて。
エミリアタン、止めないでくれ。これも引けない男の戦いなんだよ。あと、もっとこいつから距離取って、隙を突かれたらこいつにエミリアタンの可愛い手がベロベロされるよ。
Of course.
なるほど。どうやらそれは侮辱らしい。となれば、おめえをすぐために誇りをかけて決闘を。
Subaru, don't accept you lose. You'll lose tragically.
おいおい、俺とやる気か？やめとけよ。弱い者いじめになるぜ。
そこまで自分の実力に自信は。
No, no, the other way around.
心の俺の返り血を浴びてやるんじゃなかったと後悔するのはお前だ。
あるわけではないのだ。
スバル君が戦うのでしたら代わりにレムが相手になります。
Yeah, no, there's no need for this.
最優とまで呼ばれるユリウス様に勝てるとはとても思いませんが、一矢報いるくらいはできるかと。
86% in... In In Crash 4. Still love the replayability, even though most hate that fact. Honestly, can I just say I've never played any Crash Bandicoot games? I'm guessing that's what you mean by Crash 4, Crash Bandicoot 4, right? Never played any of those games. Am I uncultured? Probably.
もしレムが痛いことされるんなら私だって黙ってないんだから。
あれ？エミリアタン、レムの場合の話？俺がやられちゃった分は？
Well, if something happens to you, then nobody really has any time to care because you're gonna go back in time.
スバルはちゃんと反省しなくちゃダメ。ほら、ユリウスに謝って。
おのれユリウス。
The next time goes onto the lane, break and yell. I rarely dodge people who are clearly out of their... Would make sense. It would have made sense. Though to be fair, to give that idiot some credit, maybe he didn't realize the clear maybe he didn't notice the clear differentiation between bike lane and pedestrian lane that was noted on the ground. Because there was no clear sign in that particular area. But it is still very much noted on the ground which part is the bike lane and which is the pedestrian lane. Oh well, I guess that person just saw the bike approaching him, didn't bother looking at the ground to see which lane he was supposed to be on, and just decided, yeah, I'm gonna walk onto the bike lane to dodge. Because that's what you do.
私は君に何かしただろうか。私に非があるなら謝罪させてもらうが。
もうなんやのみんなして。うちお笑い
Even a tourist is expected to pay attention to that, though. I mean, I guess, yeah. Still... I honestly want to defend that guy, but I can't. He's an idiot. Not only did he dodge onto the bike lane like an idiot, he didn't even, like, do anything after that. I mean, yeah, I get it. I would have not known what to do either, but just pretending like nothing is happening and just walking away from that without a second glance. That just feels like a bit of a dick move, especially if you're at fault for what happened.
さてはあれやろこれでうちを王戦から脱落させていいとこ全部持ってくつもりなんや。ああもうエミリアさんたら悪い子やわ。人畜無害みたいな顔してからもう。そんな誤解よ。私アナスタシアさんと仲良くしたいって思ってるから。
エミリアタン、冗談だよ。アナスタシアさん流のジョーク。
Let her joke around. Also, yeah, of course. No, she was totally being serious about you trying to dispose of her.
そうなの？もちろんそうやね。でも種明かしはもっと引っ張ってからでもよかったのと違う？夏樹くん。
No.
悪いなアナスタシアさん。俺はいつだってエミリアタンの忠実な下僕。エミリアタンの一番を考えて動くのさ。
立派な考えと言える。君にも騎士道の一端はわかるようだね。
To a degree, he understands.
お前には言ってねえよ。
なぜ？
もうこれ以上笑わせんの。まったく。ちょっと嫌なことがあったのに、すっかりどっか抜かれてしまった。
What happened today?
何かあったのですか？
Were you attacked?
まあ言うてもええか。
Or was it about the royal capital, or the royal castle, you know, going there and being interrogated? Yeah, of course. It was that. And they were saying that they think you are the imposter, right? That's what they were saying.
それってもしかして。
クルシさんも言ってたこと？ああ、なんや。やっぱり聞いてた？まったくクルシュさんもあれやね。ちょっと懐が深すぎるとこあるわ。まあそれならもったいぶらんとこか。もう次から次へとネチネチ言われて嫌な攻め方するんやからもう。
But their approach does make sense.
何がしたいんかはようわかるからうちもわざわざ意地悪言い返さんけどね。県人会の人たちも偽物探しに一生懸命なのよね。
Thankfully they're not sitting on their asses and just chilling.
王国の未来がかかった問題です。あの方々が手を尽くされるのも無理からぬことと思っていただければ。
またそうやって相手の肩持ってユリウスはどっちの味方な？
Oh, here we go. 512 gems, 38 tapes, 6 colored gems, 38 relics, 38 insane relics. Wow, that's a whole lot of stuff. A lot of grinding, I see, huh? And Rob, how is your life ruined? How is your life ruined? Tell me. Am I at fault? I hope I'm not at fault. For a second. Oh. Well, that's sad. Very sad. Ooh, by the way. You wanted, since you're here. You wanted to, me to let you know how many times I died, how many times I got the special, Easter egg on the Monica, on the Epiphany fight, you know? I got it twice overall. Once you were there, and I got it another time after that. But I won, in the end, okay? I did it. So yeah. Also, you didn't get this Squeaky Megaman? The what Megaman? Squeaky? Don't know what you mean.
王国の未来とアナスタシア様の味方です。
逃げ方の上手なこと。そしたら次はそれの順番をうちが先に来るように頑張ろうか。
my 11th streak, then decided to throw it and get the scary Easter egg in the Epiphany. Okay. Got it on second death. Hey! Nice. Nice. Nice Easter egg. It's just kind of annoying sometimes because you have to reopen the game and then continue trying to beat it. And whenever that Easter egg shows up, it just makes it a little bit more tedious than just hitting enter to restart. 11 win streak is enough. Honestly, it's more than I could ever hope to achieve. I should be happy if I ever manage to try to get any win streak on. Like 2 in a row would be amazing. Though I could use Epiphany for training in the future to improve my skills. Because I know I can beat it, but it is definitely still very hard. So it might be a perfect training stage for me to improve my skill. Maybe, potentially. Then what are we to you? But last time, Rem said that we both are your servants. And now you're demoting us. This is rude, Emilia. Also, 29 misses is nice. Gotta sleep? See ya? Alright, Rob. See ya around. Thanks for checking in.
夏希くんが素敵に見えてくるわ。怖い怖い。
Concentrate on the dying. Honestly, some stuff I don't even remember when I said it.
はい、とても怖いです。
微妙に食い違ってる気がするが。
それで、エミリア様はなぜこちらへ？ただ立ち寄るには似つかわしくない店です。何かあったのでは？
Yes, we wanted to talk to you. As for why, I don't know. Night, Rob.
まあ、大衆食堂がエミリアタンに似つかわしくないのは俺も同意見だよ。それ言い出すとお前の異物感もすごいけど。
May the snow lamp be with you. Yes. Thank you so much. In the first place, it's strange for all candidates and their knights to frequent normal taverns around the city.
スバル君、どうかしましたか？
いや、レムも含めてだけど、このメンツだけで店の中の美形率を一気に跳ね上げてるだろうなと思って。
Aww, look at you complimenting Ram as well.
目立つつもりはなくても、これじゃ目立っちまうってもんだ。
それが嫌なら、早く座ってお店に注文することやね。なんやの、ずーっと立ち話して。
そりゃそうだ。俺たちも相席させてもらっていい？
それこそ今更やね。
It do be a bit late. You're already sitting here, so.
感謝。エミリアタン、俺の隣に。
え、椅子ありがとう。
なんだ。
言えばまた君の怒りを買うと思って黙っていたのだが。
Oh, look at him being considerate. Though I am kind of curious.
ここまで行ったら行ったも同然だろう。気になるから言い切れよ。
貴人のために椅子を引くのが自然だったので、ますます君の立場がわからなくなってね。
うるせえな。
君に言われたから話したのだが。
You did kind of, yeah.
さっきのユリウスの続きやないけど。
Yes. Subaru, what is your plan here? You're the one who came up with this idea.
だからご飯に。
隠してもしょうがないから直球で。アナスタシアさんに会いに来たんだよ。夜のこの店かは賭けだったけど。
そうだったの？あ、いい出会いってそういう意味？それならそう言ってくれたらいいのに。
期待させて空振りして。
So, Subaru, your plan, I want to know. I can't read your mind. Well, that's stupid of me to say considering that I literally read his internal monologue. So I literally do read his mind. But I can't do that all the time. Not until you explicitly have an internal monologue about it.
そんなことで怒ったりしません。でもありがとね。おかげでこうやってアナスタシアさんとお話できてるから。まあこうしてご飯食べるくらいやったら別にいつでも誘ってくれたらええよ。
Well, we do know she's a nice person.
話となるとうちの方も備える時間が欲しいかな。備える時間ですから
しくないぜ、アナスタシアさん。どっちかっていうと、アナスタシアさんはトエハタエに
She is that kind of person, yes, but she would still like to be as prepared as possible, you know, which is understandable.
なんとかできる手段を用意しておく人だ。
光栄な評価やし否定はせんよ。でも準備不足で向かい合う。
Yes. Of course it would be less than ideal. Be as prepared as you can be. Having contingency plans, a good thing, but that doesn't mean you can go into any situation completely unprepared.
その点ここでの話が不意打ちやし、うちもビクビクしてるわけやね。
いけしゃしゃといい性格してるぜ、アナスタシアさん。
アナスタシアさん、あんまり身構えさせたくないの。だから正直に話すわね。私は他の候補者の人たちとも変な風に疑い合ったりいがみ合ったりしたくない。
That sounds like something an imposter would say.
だから仲良く、まあ無理でも協力し合いたいの。だからうちとも仲良くしたい。そういうもん
Of course we want to be on good terms.
ダメかしら。エミリアさんはあれやね。結構ずるっこなんかな。
Shifty how?
私が自分の可愛さとか素直さとかそういうのを積極的に使ってるんかなって思ってたんやけど違うみたいやね。
そんな小悪魔的な子じゃねえよ。だいたい小悪魔。
It would be amazing for you, I know.
いや、悪くない。悪くないよ。
I'm sure you would enjoy that, wouldn't you? Oh, you would.
ちょっと何言ってるのかわかんない。
つまりエミリア様の申し出は共闘、もっと言えばアナスタシア様との同盟関係を望まれるということでしょうか。
That would be beneficial, yes.
それは仲良くしましょうって意味ならそう。ほんと厄介な子やな。
Anastasia narrows her eyes, staring straight back at Emilia. What kind of thoughts could be swirling around in that head of hers?
悪い話じゃないはずだ。アナスタシアさんもエミリア団が偽物の候補者とは思っちゃいないはず。
そうやね。それは認めるわ。
Yes, because Felt and Emilia are the least suspicious. Everyone agrees on that.
それなら前向きに考えてくれ。俺たちもアナスタシアさんが悪巧みしてる親玉だとは思っちゃいないからさ。
それはなんでな。
Well, you can't tell her about the attack.
なんでエミリアさんやナツキくんはうちが偽物やないって信じられるん？
Simply put, it's because she and I were attacked by Wolf in another loop. But that happened in a time that no longer exists here, so I can't use that to explain why I think she's the real deal. In the end, well, just tell her that you noticed that Wolf was trying to... Well, then again, that would bring up the question, how would you get that information? Yeah.
スバル、それはいくらなんでも。
うるせえな。直感は直感なんだよ。ビビッと
Yeah, that's not good reasoning, Subaru. Subaru, no. Bad Subaru, bad.
すごい勢い。直感を頼りに豪快に突き進む。スバルくんは決断力のある人です。レモは感服しました。
She knows you're lying, I feel like.
アナスタシアさん。それで納得してもらえる。
She's not gonna accept that. Though maybe she might be understanding and say that, in that, you know, she She notices that you don't want to talk about it.
アナスタシア様。
おかしいな、夏希くん。なんやの、最後の最後。
She's gonna accept that? She's not gonna question this?
それまでは割とリズムで話してたくせに、急にそんなんずっこいわ。
Yes. I feel like she knows something is up. She should know, I mean, honestly.
ずるっこ。ねえ、聞いた？私だけじゃなくて、スバルもずるっこって言われてるわよ。
エミリアた、そんな仲間を見つけたみたいに喜んで。
Wow. Pointing out similarities, huh?
笑った笑った。直感はええね。
Yes, we know you do. We know you rely on your intuition sometimes.
自分の勘やし。
But not too often.
だったら、その勘はなんて言ってる？俺たちとエミリアタンと手を組むこと。
さっきも言うたけど、うちはエミリアさんが偽物やと疑ってない。
It's gonna make it easier to find the actual imposter.
本当に？こらこら、早とちりせんの。考える価値があるって話なんやから。相手が偽の応戦候補者。
Yes.
おまけに応戦の妨害を狙う危ない。
Again, though, the fake royal candidate might not be the mastermind behind it all.
団結するんは重要やろね。
The fake royal candidate might not be the one planning it. They might just be... They might have just been roped into this. Anastasia looks like on... She looks like an awful person? How so? How does she look awful? How does she look like an awful person? I mean, she's a merchant girl. She... Well, more than that, she's like... She has her own company and everything, but you know what I mean. She's basically head of a merchant empire, now she wants to be queen of an actual empire, if you think about it. She's not an awful person, from what I know, but she is acting in very she is acting according to some very selfish interests a lot of the time. That much you can't deny.
せやけど。
And she does have a mean side, but she's not an awful person entirely. Anastasia cuts herself off, holding a firm stare at Emilia. She's clearly hesitant, even if she doesn't put it into words. Scammer? You know what, I wouldn't put that past her. You know what, honestly, I wouldn't put that past her. You might be right about that one. I immediately understand why she's so reluctant to join hands with Emilia, the existence of the witch cult. They'll make their move once it's known to the public that Emilia is participating in the royal selection. It won't be just the man in harm's way, but the royal capital too. Forming an alliance means our allies will potentially be put in danger too. The dangerous ideas the witch's cult had for half-elves were an unchanging thing in this world.
あと一押し。あと一押しがあれば、アナスタシア様は考慮してくださるかと。ですから、何か。
Subaru, you were extremely quiet there. It has to be something valuable enough to equal the threat of being targeted by the witch's cult. If I could make that clear...
アナスタシアさん、ここだけの話。とっておきの儲け話があるんだが。
Oh? Oh my god, are you talking about the lottery? The idea that you brought up with some merchants before, I think... Was it in another loop? I think it might have been in another loop. If it was in another loop, then Anastasia would appreciate the idea even more. But even so, just giving that idea to someone else. Are you gonna bring lottery... Are you gonna bring gambling into this world properly? With a lottery system?
また打ち終わるわせに。急になんなん？今度はごますりに方針転換した？
いやいや、アナスタシアさんがためらってるのは損得感情が原因だろ。だったらそこをくすぐろうと思ってさ。
Which is probably the right move, yes.
アナスタシア様は歴戦の大商人。 そんな方の興味を引く話ができる。
Mayhaps.
できると断言はしねえけど、とりあえず聞くだけ聞いてみてくれよ。聞くだけなら損はしないじゃん。
この手の売り込みは少ないんやけど、ま、うちと夏樹くんの仲やからね。聞くだけ聞いてみる。
Yes. Subaru, you're a genius when it comes to crazy ideas and just, you know, importing stuff from your home world. Whichever it is, let's go.
ちょっとスバル、そんなこと言って大丈夫なの？
安心してくれ、エミリアタン。ラジオ体操にマヨネーズと、これまでの俺の功績がその証拠。
確かに、スバルが教えてくれなかったら、マヨネーズはなかったのよね。
Oh yeah, he also brought mayonnaise to this world, of course.
俺への信頼の比率、マヨネーズでかいな。と、ではでは、プレゼンいたしましょう。
Oh my god. Are you gonna talk about the lottery, or is this gonna be one of those turning point things?
今宵、
Okay.
俺が披露いたしますアイディアは、宝くじと申します。
It is the lottery, of course. Lotteries are received well in other worlds. I am confident in that based on my experience in the first loop. The leader of the merchants seemed to take quite a liking to it anyway. If that wasn't him just indulging me in my idea, then there's a chance Anastasia will bid at this chance. Anastasia will bid at this chance. Yes, of course she will bid at this chance. That's just how merchants are after all.
と、そうやって胴元が当選者に分配。残りは総取りってシステムなんだが、元手がいるのと当選の払い戻しをするって信頼が胴元にないと成立しない商売だ。でもアナスタシアさんは条件を満たしてる。俺はそう思うんだが、どうだ、聞いてみた価値はあるかな。
Well, Anastasia, what you thinking?
アナスタシアさん、
She remained silent for quite some time, making me worry even more if I screwed up somewhere after a long wait. Oh?
聞いたことあるわ。ずいぶんと昔、それこそ方針の時代にそないな商売があったらしいって。
Oh, it did? So it's not an entirely new concept in this world.
方針って。
荒れ地の方針というカララギ都市国家を建設した英雄です。アナスタシア様の仮名も。その方針にあやかってつけたんよ。で、夏樹くんの宝くじやっけ？
Yes?
それとそっくり同じ試み。方針がやってたって文献を前に読んだことがある気がするんよね。
Oh. Was the idea brought in from someone else who reincarnated? Was Hoshin someone who reincarnated?
え、あれ？
体に残された方針の文献ですか。非常に興味をそそられますが、この場合気になるのは、つまり君がなぜそれを知り得た。アマツさん、方針と仮名を同じくするアナスタシア様へそれを伝えたんだ。
Why are you mad? I feel like we messed up here.
何か深い意味があると考えるのがこちらとしては自然だと思うのだが。
あ、いや、俺はそんなつもりじゃ。
This is bad. I really did screw up. I don't know how, but it's like I've stepped on a landmine. They say some ancient dude from the same thought of the same thing in the past. But how was I supposed to know? I never thought they'd consider this a provocation either. Also the Torch crew, hello! Welcome back to the world of ReZero, where the mask dude came from. And is probably still sneaking around somewhere.
何か失礼があったんならごめんなさい。
エミリア様。
だけどスバルに悪気は全然ないの。スバルはいつも一生懸命だから誤解させちゃったなら私も謝ります。だからごめんなさい。
エミリアと。
ああ、心配いらんよ。た 確かに驚いたのは事実やけど、ここで
Considering that your army is here. I know that.
これは面白い偶然。でも面白い偶然を引き当てたことを
Oh.
うちは評価したいところやね。
And the entire crew is still female. Hello! The waifu crew. No. The waifu crew is in this game. And you cannot belong there. You cannot belong to the crew.
アナスタシア様でしたら
夏希くんの宝くじ参考になったわ。それを誠意とも受け取った。でもこれの実現は
Why would it be difficult?
難しいわ。
ほっとしたぜってのとアナスタシアさんでもなのか。
Yeah, how would she have trouble?
半々な感想だ。
Probably the initial marketing for it. Maybe. No, I don't know why that would be problematic. And I went off. Goodbye. See you around. Thanks for being here today. You know it's been appreciated. You know it has been.
そりゃ定着するまで大変かもだが、何でも最初からうまくいくもんじゃないってアナスタシアさんは知ってるよな。
もちろんうちやって体ぎでやったらうまくやってのける自信はあるよ。
Why would it be received any worse here?
でもここはルグニカ王国。まだ方針紹介もきっちりとした地盤を固めたわけやない。
I mean, I guess I understand the reasoning behind that, but still.
実施する規模と手間を考えると現状は夢物語。だからこそ方針の死後誰もできてへんの
Well, then you can implement it in Kararagi first, and then let the idea spread from there. Once more people know about it, it'll be more popular in other places in the world too, right? Hearing that makes me groan at such a tough prospect. Bring modern knowledge with me here doesn't always equate to immediate major profit. It just makes me realize how much more history there is here than I've come to realize. At this rate, nothing will happen, but the moment I think that...
おい、いい加減にしろよ、あんちゃん。悪い酒の飲みすぎだ。
Hmm?
放っておいてくださいよ。こっちはね、僕はね、終わりですよ。
Is that Otto?
たく、しょうがねえやつだな。
Nobody knows. Nobody knows why everyone is female. It is Otto! Let's go! He's here!
どうしようもないやつですよ。
He is here! That's what we've been waiting for. It is best boy!
針金はたいて買い集めた良質な油。これをグステコに持ち込んで大儲けのはずだったのに。
My boy!
だから何遍も聞いたってんだよ。北との国境が封鎖されてたんだろ。運のない。とっとと切り替えたらどうだ。
Hey, hey, Otto, talk to the APA salesman.
そう簡単に切り替えるなんてできませんよ。そもそも商品は手元にあるんです。
Talk to the APA salesman, Otto. He can help you. He has connections.
ああ、大失敗したのが見え見えだ。ちょっとでも取り返そうとしたら足元を見られて財政は大やけど。
The APA salesman has connections, Otto.
僕はもうおしまいです。あんまりだ。
Ah. Wait, since... Oh no, since when have there been a love curse toward Tori? That's just double the trouble. I'm not sure I can handle that much. Oh well. But yeah, Otto is back. That is the most important part of all of this.
どうせダメならせめて最後は夢見心地で終わりたい。だからおかわりを。
And it's drunk, Otto. Not just Otto, he also be drunk.
大の男でも5人は倒れてるってのに酒に強いのも考えものだな。ほらよ。
I am back too, I never left.
狙って酔いつぶれも
Actually, no, that's not true. I do leave every day, considering I only stream for 3 hours. And after every stream, I leave. So technically I am back today. But I'm also gonna be disappearing this very same day.
随分と荒れてるみたいじゃねえか。一体何がどうしたんだ？
Why does Subaru have question marks instead of his name? We know the main character is the main character.
ああ、何ですか？僕ですか？人生おしまいってだけですよ。
Your life is not over, Otto. We're here to help you.
ほんの一時、運から見放されてこのざま。僕の人生ってまさにそんな感じ。
Hang in there,
なる
Otto.
ほど、それで焼けっぱちか。だったらもう破れかぶれだよな。
Oh? Subaru, what are you gonna ask of him?
あなた、何が言いたいんですか？
簡単な話だよ。
Are you gonna rope him into the lottery
俺
somehow?
たちがお前の救世主。そしてお前が俺たちの救世主ってことさ。
Life is over for now. I'm going to bed. Alright, you go to bed. Have a good night's rest. Good night, sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite. You know the whole drill. Loop for day 7. Nobody's missing the masked man. We'll see him again at some point, I just know. Then again, last time we saw him, he was wounded pretty badly. Like, seriously. He was stabbed through his chest. I still don't know how he survived that, but he managed to get away.
なんせ今日の俺の働き次第でエミリアタンの道が開けるってんだ。
And no, nobody called Tricky.
挑まないとだしね。
Get away. I to this day have not been able to beat Tricky on hard, and it probably will be a long time until I can.
そうよね。でも危ないことはしすぎないでね。何にもないのが一番なんだから。
Tricky shall be doubled. Ah, crap. It's expurgation, basically. Just more Tricky versions. We got that. What, are we gonna get every version? Like Hell Clown Tricky, Standard Tricky, Tricky with the mask and without it, basically? And all the Hell Clowns. And not Hell... Sorry, expurgation Trickies. Because why not? Speaking of, I need to continue watching Madness Combat. I really need to continue watching Madness Combat.
ああ、わかってるよ。だけど、
But I want to overdo it for Emilia. That's my true feelings.
それを言ったら怒られそうなんで、これはお口にチャック案件だけど。
Soft BF, best BF, by the way. Soft BF is so nice. Then again, technically classic BF is the most skilled singer. You have to admit. That's just something you can't deny. But soft BF is the nicest one.
ご心配なさらないでください、エミリア様。たとえ何があったとしても、スバル君には指一本触れさせません。
おー、レム、おはよう。
はい、おはようございます。
That reminds me, ever since seeing the duel between soft BF and classic BF, I've been wondering if there's ever gonna be like one FNF mod that's just like all the different boyfriends basically as opponents. And where you can fight against B3 BF and B-side BF and Neo BF and everyone. That would be amazing. Would be kind of fun because they basically all have the same vocals or just slightly varying vocals. But it would be an interesting concept, I feel like. And now there's a whole bunch of soft versions, apparently. Soft Neo. And soft Gorgo. Everyone is soft now. Everyone turned into a softie. And then there's Ram.
ほどほどにしておきなさい、バルス。戦場では気の緩んだ間抜けから死ぬものよ。バルスには言うだけ無駄だったわね。
It is a way Subaru will keep on dying all the time. Slacking and dying. That's what you excel at. Also, speaking of dying, we haven't died in quite a while.
大げさとでも本気でそう思っているのなら宿で留守番していた方がずっとマシね。そうしてくれた方がラムやレムの負担もずっと楽になるわ。
Sorry about that. Did we die in the previous stream? I don't think so. And we definitely didn't die in this stream so far. Did we die in the stream before the previous one? I really feel like it's been far too long since we died.
今日は一緒にお城に来れなくて、ロズワールと離れ離れだから。
Can't say I'm too big of a fan of rock, but I can understand it. I do understand. And as for clothing, again, not my fashion sense exactly, but yeah. Rock clothes, I get it. Not my fashion sense specifically, but okay. Maid dresses are awesome. They do be awesome, but awesome to look at. I could never wear one because it would look stupid. I could maybe wear a butler's outfit. I could see that happening, but me wearing a maid dress would just not work. It would be so weird, far too weird.
エミリア様、そんなに怖い顔しないの、ラム。スバルが心配なら、そう言ってあげたら。
Oh, she's not worried about us. She's not worried about us. She hates us. You can't just yeet a maid dress at me and expect me to suddenly wear it. That's not how this works.
おぞましい。
おぞましい？
姉様なりのスバル君への親愛の表現なんですよ。
おぞましいが親愛の表現ってどこの未開の部族で円熟した文化だよ。
In her way. In the tsundere way.
バルスはおとなしく丸まって。
What do you mean my face doesn't work? My face is fine.
本日のご予定ですが。
I have a face and my face is very much doing what a face should be doing. I know my face looks stupid. It always looks stupid. That's just how it works. Because I am stupid. Of course I am stupid, so my face looks stupid. I am fully aware of this. Thanks for calling out my stupidity to my face. To my stupid face. To my stupid looking stupid ass face. Which is stupid. Just like the person it belongs to. Who is me.
ちゃんとわかってる。私とロズワールはお城に呼ばれてるから、県人会の人たちと会ってくるわね。
And IRL Tord is apparently not in real life anymore. Because he just came out of a portal into a fantasy setting.
城の県人会か。エミリアタン、その用事なんだけど。もう
心配しないで。クルシさんとアナスタシアさんにもちゃんと言われてるもの。悪口はもちろん悲しいけど、理由が分かってるから耐えられるわ。
Me? Or the other people? As for me, I am just a very humble existence. A very badly designed program. As for you, you keep asking yourself that. I ask myself who I am every single day. More than just a badly designed program. A mistake is what I am.
サプライズパーティーがバレてるみたいな話になるもんな。
I also see how stupid I was for taking that surprise seriously and getting mad at the Council of Wise Men.
切り替えだ挽回だ。エミリアタン頑張ってきて。俺も頑張ってくるから。
Yes, all the hugs for Rem. She needs it. She deserves it.
ええ、それはもちろんだけど、本当にスバルたちは大丈夫？ラムとレムが一緒だからきっと心配いらないと思うけど。先ほども申しました通り、スバル君には傷一つつけさせません。
Yeah, she's very protective of us.
最悪の場合でもスバル君だけは無事に戻られるかと。
本当に最悪の場合だな。俺だけ帰ってくるんじゃダメだよ。
Yeah, exactly. If anyone dies, if any one person has to die, it should be Subaru, because that way they can do it over. Today's planning is necessary for all of us to get through this royal selection situation. If someone were to end up a casualty because of it, I'd never be able to live it down. I'd rather die than let that happen.
それはすげえ怖いんだ。だから無事でいてくれよ。
はい、頑張ります。スバル君がそんなに心配してくれるなら。
Of course we are worried. Subaru is worried about everyone except himself.
もちろんだ。姉様も頼むから無理しないでくれよ。
いやらしい。
Wow.
いやらしくないよ。
その分だと本当に3人とも大丈夫そうね。それじゃ
Will they? Maybe.
おはようございます。
Is that Melty?
エミリア様はご出
There's no way it's Melty. Also, even more of the squad is arriving.
お客さんか？
それに今の声って。
That's definitely Melty, isn't it? It is!
おはようございます。
Normally we're showing up to the other candidates' places. Now Melty is showing up at our place.
メルティとティが？お二人ともこんな朝からどうしたの？
おはようございます、エミリア様。昨日の今日で突然お尋ねして申し訳ありません。
What is this about? What do you want? Why are you here? Are you here to reveal yourself as the imposter?
それはいいんだけど、何か急な用事でもあった？
だな、こんな朝っぱらからいきなりだ。なんかやばいことでも。まさか。はい。あの危ない野郎が今度はメルティちゃんたちのところにやってきたとか、そういう。
Nah, I don't think so. He works for her. Well,
だったら大変。
maybe not directly, but he supports her, definitely.
すぐに逃げないと。
すぐにやっつけないと。エミリア様。え、あれ？ダメ？だって悪者が来てるんでしょ？だったら。そんな
He's too strong.
エミリア様にはさせられません。
But I don't think he's here.
バルスも情けないことね。
リスク回避って意味なら逃げる方が正解だろう。だいたい俺が戦うって言ったら。
Pause. So I keep dying every. Okay then. So you prefer being a ghost rather than being alive? I can respect that. I can respect that.
バルスの万有を振るうものね。
もう何を言ってもじゃん。
Honestly though, as a ghost, for one, you wouldn't have to worry about pain. For another, you could haunt people. That seems fun. For another, as a ghost, you'd be immortal. Only problem is you can't really interact with the real world anymore as much as a real person. Meaning no playing computer games, no playing video games. How horrible. That's nothing to laugh about, Ram.
ああ、それでそろそろ言い訳をさせてもらってもいいかな。
ごめんなさい。危ないことじゃないのよね。
I don't think they are.
それはご安心ください。
Yeah, it is because of what we said. Plus, that dude should be incredibly seriously injured still, so we should be fine for a while. With the guards being more thorough and that dude being injured, I don't see him becoming a problem too soon, but he's definitely gonna come back into play sooner or later. Yeah, surprising, right? Of course you haven't seen him, because he actually supports you. He wants you to win.
そうだよね T が全部スバルさんのおかげです。
そうか。こそばゆい意見だな。けどそれなら頑張った甲斐があった。
Still, I doubt this means we shouldn't be cautious. Wolf didn't seem like a pushover. He was only repelled by Rem and Al working together. His spiteful words as he left sent a shiver down my spine. A guy with feelings that extreme wouldn't abandon his target just because of a few more guards patrolling around. No. I do not want you right now. I mean, yeah, I like you supporting me. That's nice. But wanting you beyond that, I get the feeling I know what you're implying, and if that is what you're implying, then no, I do not want you that way. And no, I did not call for Tricky. No Tricky. No clown. No clowning around. Naturally, I wouldn't mind the literature club. Especially considering I beat the literature club in a song battle yesterday, so I am in high spirits. Especially because the song Epiphany was incredibly hard, but of course Monica would be a hard opponent if she went all out. But I won! I am musically talented. Of course I am. It's only natural. Breaking stream chat is a crime. You should not do that. Actually, you know what? No. Who would even care? Stream chat is broken anyway. It's pure chaos. Can you really break chaos? Oh, so that's why they're here, because we cut our last meeting short. That makes sense. Yeah, that was the thing that happened. And I was talking about how that's why you don't mess with stuff that you shouldn't mess with. Let me guess, deletion, because someone has to be responsible for deletion. That wasn't just an accident that happened, right? That couldn't have just been an accident. Looking at you. Looking at you, Monica. Because if there's one person who knows how to delete people, it would be the big M. I mean, yeah, it would be his fault for trying to break stuff. It would be his fault for trying to break stuff. Fair's fair. You try to break stuff, you're the one who's gonna get broken. Also, yeah, the gender swap is a thing that's going on right now, right? Wow. Your next comment is gonna be about how they haven't handed out punishment to Subaru yet.
いただいてたくないな。
しかし
No comment about why Subaru wasn't punished yet, huh?
じゃあスバルたちもエミリア様と
No.
王城へ向かわれるのはエミリア様とロズワール様のお二人で、レムたちは別件があるんです。
That they do.
へえ城に上がるエミリア様より優先する
Don't question them, they're weird. They're super weird. They're the weirdest part of the crew, I think.
その言い方だと嫌な感じだ。ちゃんと戦略的な意味。
There's no method to our madness, but there's no method to the madness in chat.
それにもしかしたらロートの人たちのためにもなるかもだぞ。
No haying, you know I'm right. You know I'm right.
王都の人たちのためですか？
興味深い話だな差し支えないなら聞かせてくれよ
ああ、そうだ。エミリアタン、どうする？
私は別に内緒にすることじゃないと思う。スバルもお友達に秘密は。
Yeah, but you can keep secrets from the literal imposter. From the fake candidate.
そう仰せなんで素直に話させてもらうが、T が。
んなんだよ
お前メルティちゃんと一緒に来たってことは今日は暇なんだよな。
暇っていうのもなんだけどひとまず予定はないよメルのお付きが俺の仕事さ
だったらちょうどいい。
Okay.
お前も一枚噛まないか？
Join in on trying to expose the fake.
一枚かもですか？それって
怪しい話とか賭け事なら困るぜ一応俺は信心深いってことになってるんだ
Allegedly.
それって信心深いやつは言わないやつ。ともあれ、話は簡単だよ。ひょっとしたら夜の盗賊団を開発できるかもだ。
We're talking about the Dusk Bandits? How are they relevant right now?
待ち合わせはここのはずだが。
Well, as for how they might be relevant... Oh. That's interesting, I wasn't aware of that. So escape is the manuscript. I didn't know that. Well, as for how we plan to take down the Dusk Bandits, we'll figure that out soon. Sword connections, huh? We'll figure out how to take care of the Dusk Bandits soon, but that won't be right now. Right now... Fine. I am fine, by the way. Sadly, though, I don't have too much time to get into this conversation because the stream is about to end. We've reached the 3-hour mark, and it seems like we've reached quite a convenient point. Sadly, though, it does not look like we have enough people to warrant doing a raid, so I will not do that. I will not do that. You know what, actually, Tricky? Yes. You're very much welcome here right now. Please stay here because I'm leaving. That way, you specifically, Tricky, can't bother anyone else, okay? Great. So you stay here, I'll leave, and you can go once I come back. And then you can go far, far away. No, don't walk away! Okay, you know what, that's fine too. It's not like I could care. Because I am out. Anyway, Tord and the entire crew, thanks so much for coming to chill here at towards the very end. Thanks to everyone else who came by for today's stream. It was very much appreciated. Of course it is. And yeah, also thanks for everyone who's watching this as an archive. Every little bit of support is appreciated, as you know. And I honestly, sincerely hope to see you around in the future as well. Hang on a second though, while I was trying to end the stream, it seems like someone else showed up. And now I am thinking we should maybe do a raid? Of course, thanks to you. Maybe we should do a raid. Nah, I've already decided I'm not doing one. I've already decided I've already decided I can't change my decision now, so sorry to whoever just arrived. I am so sincerely sorry, but he came just at the end of the stream, and sadly there's not much to do now. So yeah, again, guys, thank you so much for watching. Sorry to whoever just arrived, but maybe you'll be able to catch the next stream, which will be, well, hopefully soon. In any case, that's the end for today. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye!